test. Hmm. Caught in the rain, her skin shines like crystalline. Eyes meet, you know where this goes. Her keys in, they take off their clothes, they're soaking. Caught in a dream, her skin shines like crystalline. The problem with believers, they let anyone in the door. The problem with deceivers is all the bodies buried under the floorboards.
I cannot love, I cannot trust. Waste too much time by giving a fuck. Feel everything I do isn't enough. Clock has been ticking, but time isn't up. I fight with myself, gotta make right by myself. Tears in my eyes while I write by myself. Depressed for a while, put my life on the shelf. Wasn't fucking with nobody else. I was
They told me love like this ain't supposed to last. The seasons change and feelings go.
Put two beating hearts together, stitch the seams and pull the levers. Strange desires, sparks and wires. I sign the dotted line and tethered yours to mine. No anesthetic for hearts electric. Parts start to decay when just your shadow half remains. The operation.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another great weekend. Of course, more Soul Calibur 6 presented by, of course, Fight Sessions. And I am your host, Meza, and I'm, of course, here with my co-host, Sin.
Hey guys, how you doing? It's great to be back. It's great to see some more Caliber action put on again by Fight Sessions. So shout outs to them for, keeping the scene alive and going strong. I'm happy to be back and commentating with Meza. We had a lot of fun last time.
Oh, absolutely. We saw some pretty exciting matches. Of course, we have Luminary out here doing some strong play and challenge and forcing, of course, Rowdy Fighters to be challenged very, very intensely. So we're actually getting Rowdy Fighters back again, and we're going to be having a 5v5 with, of course, Rowdy Fighters being not the challengers, but rather challenged by, of course, a new, well-created team, I'll say, of amazing MC's Entourage. I think this is going to be pretty interesting because we have some obviously notable players on the Rowdy Fighters, such as Nori himself, and of course, their very own Killick player, Cram Flakes. But not only that, we're going to be seeing some interesting play coming from the MC Entourage, as I actually know Amazing myself, and he's been putting a lot of work into Soul Calibur 6. He really likes the game. They're also going to have RT Nate on there too, and a few others that you guys are going to get to see that are very interesting players that have a very wide variety of characters that they all play.
Yeah, I'll second that. I obviously this is a newer team that we're seeing. Obviously they were not with us last time. So I personally do see some names that I recognize on there as well, and some pretty strong names. So I'm really, really eager to see, how they come together as a team and what they bring to the table when, they're going up here against the Rowdy Fighters, which again, we saw last time going up against Luminary. And, I was actually talking with Nori a little bit earlier, team captain for Rowdy. And, he said they've been in the lab, they've been grinding, they've been working on a lot of different character matchups, and he feels very confident that they're ready to take on this challenge. So I'm excited overall.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think the thing that's the hardest to really understand is you're playing against people you don't know. You don't know what they're gonna play. You can only train so much. There's so many more characters that have been added to the game, so it's a lot to cover. But I think Rowdy Fighters do that pretty well.
They do. They definitely put in the time, as we've seen, like, even though, Luminary won the last team battle, Rowdy kept up with them, and they were making the necessary adjustments they needed to. They did have matchup knowledge. So in my opinion, it came down to who could download the other team first. And we're going to see them, come back here after this, after putting more time and more energy into this. So I want to see them, adapt faster. I want to see them, take control of, all these matches. But again, we don't know how MC Amazing is going to come in. The Entourage is going to come in. So this is going to be really interesting. Obviously, with team battles, the name of the game is adaptation. So we'll see what these guys are capable of as we go into our first match here.
I got to state right off the back. Look, Cram Flakes usually plays Killick. I don't know what's going on here. Did he switch it up? Did he? What did he do? What did he go to the lab with? He said maybe I want to play neutral. I want to not work hard. I want to hit buttons and then hold stuff and make you scream and just want to walk out the room. I don't know, but Yoshimitsu is a problem.
Yeah, this is going to be very, very interesting. Yoshi, obviously, as we know, very, very pressure-heavy character, a very weird character. He has a lot of options that allow him to do a lot of different things and allow him to be played a lot of certain ways. As you can see right now, with Artsy going right in on Cram.
I do like that Archinate's not taking no prisoners, just going straight at it, just saying, look, can you even block? Can you block the mix-up? I'll go low all day until you decide to cross block and make a launch you.
And this man's like, I got the kitchen sink. I'm just going to throw it all at you right away and see how you handle this and go from there.
Unfortunately, I feel like Cramflakes is just playing into the pace of Artsy here. He's not getting his bearings. He's not trying to throw the neutral, not trying to play that mid-range game that Hilda does have. And you can see he's starting to do it now. He finally gets up the start here. Man, Artsy Nate just really not giving him any opportunity. And just so you know, Artsy Nate is actually a Tekken player. So this
really
isn't too far off for him. It's just a different system, so he's going to have to adjust to that.
Yeah, and oh great, Cram answering back here. He's saying, okay, I see your pressure. Let me meet you with that. Let me meet you with my game. See how you can handle that. And we're going up one round apiece here, so we're pretty evenly matched so far.
I definitely think if our teammates can just slow it down just a little bit, because I mean, look, Cramplex is a seasoned player. He's definitely gonna go tit for tat, and his pace is wow already.
Nice. Yeah, nice RI.
It's just, it looks like Artsy just trying to throw out whatever he can. Clearly, you know, Yoshimitsu is a sneaky character. Definitely will mix things up, but nice right there. Just kind of clutching it out with a little low there.
Yeah, and that's some great awareness on Cram's part, like realizing, you know, obviously he's dealing with a character that is pressure heavy, that is in your face. So he's utilizing Hilda's toolkit to catch Artsy, trying to get in on him and keep him at that mid-range spacing where Hilda really wants to be, because she is such a neutral heavy character. But Artsy coming back here, getting some good pressure in. He's got him against the wall.
Oh, that's gonna be plus. He has to eat any mix-up. Okay, alright, keeping it simple. 2 lows in a row, and
Cramplex from behind.
Jeez.
You know, Fox is really weird.
And this is what we talked about. Like, you know, there's only so many matchups you can really play against, and I think it's kind of interesting that he went with the Hilda pick. Kind of like even.
Yeah, it is so far, and I think this is a pretty fair stage for both characters too. It's not huge, but it's not too small and constricting, so both guys can play the matchup game, you know, pretty evenly here. But yeah, so far so good. You know, we're keeping it simple, we're keeping it easy, and these guys are trying to kill each other in this neutral here as we're in our last round.
I do like a lot of the movement that Cramplex has been showing, and our team's been trying to, you know, counter it by just moving forward. But all these fire moves kind of put him in a little bit of a risky area, and he's gonna have to pop Soul Charge here. Let's see what he can do. Pressure to break that guard. Oh, could have gone for a ring out.
Catches him with a rainbow drop though. That's gonna be some big damage. This is actually gonna do it.
Oh my god.
Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry.
Soul Charge to save the day. Let's see. Oh my god. My god. Yeah, and you know, Nate had it there. I definitely think that he expected that to kill. He didn't even follow it with like maybe like a 2K, 1K just to like check him. But you know, Cramplex kind of getting out of that pretty risky situation.
Right. I mean, I thought it was gonna kill. Like I know Yoshi's damage pretty well, and I'm actually surprised at how hard it scaled there. But I agree with you. A little check would have been nice, you know, while he was still on the ground, while he could still have a bit of an Oki situation while Cram was getting up. But you know, Cram keeping a cool head and being aware of the situation, and you know, using it to his advantage to close that out. So I feel a little bad. I hope I didn't commentator's curse Artsy.
I mean, look, the way Nate is playing, he is playing a very high pace, high aggro. He's trying not to give any time for Cramplex to figure out what he's doing, and I think that's exactly how you kind of want to sometimes push it with Yoshimitsu, especially if you're a new player. Maybe you want to be on the offense instead of the defense and trying to pick apart something that you may not have an idea what they're doing. So this might be an unfamiliar match for Artsy Nate, and he's just trying to, you know, hold his own on offense.
I agree with that, and we're getting into our second game here. We've got a bigger stage now, which I feel personally is going to benefit Cram a little bit more, because obviously Hilda's going to want to work with a lot more space than Yoshi does, so I feel we're going to see a lot of keep out here, a lot of catching verticals like that and capitalizing on it. Oof, that is going to hurt. 7 golden letters on the screen. You hate to see it, but it happens.
Keep in mind, when Hilda does get any form of her, whether it's her spear or her sword lit up, she does get extensions and sometimes even more damage. So you just have to kind of keep an eye out, because she can be plus a little bit more than she normally would.
Right, like right there. And we got a good back throw here.
A good block by Nate, but unfortunately going to get launched in the air, and that's going to be so close to end it.
Another perfect. My gosh. Nate's got to get something started here. He's just letting Cram completely take over the energy and the flow of this match.
He's throwing a lot of these lows. Oh, very nice bait there. And you're going to get hit by a CD.
Yeah. One thing I have been noticing is that, you know, Nate rather, I keep calling him Artsy, I'll go with Nate. You know, he keeps getting in, he keeps getting, you know, Cram here and there, but the way he's trying to capitalize on things isn't netting him the result that he wants, and Cram's been benefiting from that and punishing him where he can, and I feel like that's where he's getting a lot of his damage.
Wow, very weird situation for Nate there. Definitely gonna... Oh, nice side grab there. Not gonna attack it. Tries to go for the low, gets the mid though.
Yeah. And Cram just eats the door knocker. I guess he maybe thought he just wasn't gonna continue it because it whiffed, but regardless, Nate going up around here, saying, I'm not done. His perfects aren't gonna phase me. Goes for the rainbow drop.
Now, here's the thing. You got to remember, any of those techs, they're still adding damage. And, oh, God, we're playing close to the edge. Cram has to be careful, has to use his movement to get out of there. He finally does, but trying to get something started here.
And there's this mid-range game that Hilda's so strong at.
Okay.
All right,
Simple.
yeah, catches him grinding it.
Doesn't go for the low that time, but still keeping the pressure up. And that's what I like about what Nate's doing here. He's trying not to give any room for Cramflakes to really, space him out, move around, kind of use the mechanics of the game, which is purely movement for this game.
Right, exactly. And one thing I like, Nate is making the adjustments he needs. He's obviously getting the pressure in here, he's getting his mix-ups in here, but he's also allowing Cram the time to kind of hang himself a little bit here and just catching him here and there with little things, although that is gonna hurt.
And right now, both players sitting on 2 meters each, going to use that soul charge finally just to get him off of him. And I expect Cram to probably go for a soul charge or at least a CE here just to steal the momentum away. Wow, slide.
This is gonna hurt too. Not quite gonna kill.
Soul charge,
right.
there it is.
Gotta use your meter, guys. Always use your meter. And this might punish? Oh, not quite, but he is plus.
Nice
Right,
reversal
one in
edge.
3E. Yeah.
What's the guess? Yeah, that's definitely going to RT Nate. Gonna go 1-1. Now keep in guys mind, this is a round robin, so we're gonna see a lot of matches today. For a first match, this is ridiculous.
I know. This is a great way to start this tournament off. I'm loving it. These guys are very evenly matched. Obviously, Nate is making the adjustments he needs, especially, again, on a little disadvantage, with a bigger stage there. So I'm impressed. So let's see if, Cram makes any further adjustments to counter that, or maybe we'll see a character switch, or who knows. I think he's still doing really well with Hilda. Oh, we are going to get the kill.
It was gonna happen eventually, I mean, the Hilda was nice. I definitely got to see some exciting, lots of damage. But now we're gonna see a little bit of difference. You're gonna see him probably playing a little bit more patient, taking a lot more shots where he knows he can, getting a lot of those 3Bs, 8Bs.
Right. I agree, yeah. And I mean, I think he was doing well with Hilda. Hilda's always a solid character, and a character I love to see because she hasn't played that much, but Killick is his go-to and where his strongest suits are. So, let's see how he adjusts here. Let's see if Nate can keep up with the character swap.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna have to be looking out for a lot of wall rising. And oh my god, lethal hit already from the start. It's gonna be bad damage. Not gonna go out.
Every just frame too.
I like that right there. He tried to do that just so you can see if he can flip him over.
Yeah, he's trying to tech trap him, but fortunately for Nate, he broke it.
Oh my god, so much damage.
Yeah. Rainbow drop, big damage. We're about one hit here, guys.
I like that. I like that Nate's sticking to what he knows. He's going for the low mid, saying, hey, this is kind of like that Tekken-esque mentality. If I go low, you obviously can't parry it, like in Tekken, so you at least gotta block it.
Exactly. And alright, Nate running in, gets some good damage here. Catches him ducking for the mid.
Alright, PP. Wow, okay, very clean. Oh, that's the new move. So that's the new move that was added for Killer. It's BA. And it's a high, but it covers. It's really good. It's +2.
Nice. Oh, cool. Really, really cool. I haven't had a chance to look at all the new frame dead. Another rainbow drop though.
Oh, it doesn't go low. Unfortunately, Cramflake's not ready for the mix-up.
Man, this is so evenly matched. I love this. All right. Nate catches him the vertical there.
And tries to go low on him. And gets the 88B. You can't even see it when he's trying to do it. Tries to check him with the AA, but not good enough. I want to see more from Artisan 8 to see if he can if he could just do like some AA action, just try to check and see if something is unsafe. Right there, look at that.
He is trying. Both these guys are looking for an opening, looking for an opportunity to capitalize on. They're still filling each other out. They're still trying to poke each other. There's a lot of mind games and meta going on right now.
So they're
this
gonna
might punish. Oh, sidestep! Oh my gosh, that's disgusting.
How many lethal hits is it gonna take to tell you to stop throwing verticals?
Yeah, I think Nate was trying to catch him running in, but unfortunately, Graham was ready for it. So he's gonna go up 2-2-1, and this is gonna be match point for him. But
nice
we're not. Yeah, we're not counting out Nate yet. Although this is gonna hurt. There's gonna be some big damage. Going in the soul charge.
BBB gonna soul charge out of it. Not a full real string. Nice AA, just checking him. No, it's over. As soon as he soul charged, he didn't even get to use it.
Yeah. I like where his mind was at, though. Obviously, he was aware that, hey, my back's against the wall. I definitely don't have the life lead. I've got all this pressure coming in at me. I need you out of my face now. So, very smart decision. And obviously, he had the meter. So, again, guys, anytime you have meter, use it. Don't die with 2 bars of meter. It's there for a reason. It's there for a resource. So, good awareness from Nate there. But, yeah, Cram, he went to, Killick, which is what he knows best. And he just took that control right back from Nate. And I feel he, was able to set the pace for that last game and make Nate play his game. Nate was still trying to do what he had been doing against his Hilda, but Cram was ready for it in this regard, and he just was able to capitalize on all the openings that he had when they were both feeling each other out there. Rather,
I will say I do like Nate's adjustment for someone who doesn't play this game, indefinitely, plays other games. He's definitely a main Tekken player. I think the adjustments, you can see a lot of the Tekken play in there, but you can see how he adjusted very well.
Yeah, I agree. And that's the cool thing about fighting games overall. Is like you can, start on any fighting game if you're getting into the scene or if you're just playing casually. And there are base fundamentals that do carry over between games, regardless if they're 2D, 3D, or what have you. There's a base understanding of, what you need to do. And from there, it's just kind of like learning the mechanics of whichever game you're going into and, matchups and what have you. So yeah, I agree with you. I can definitely see, a lot of those fundamentals coming in, a lot of that adjustment coming in, a lot of that, awareness and reflexes coming in too. So yeah, that was a great match from both guys. I really, really enjoyed that.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're going to be having, it seems like the landslide coming up here for Team NC. But guys, do know if you haven't seen, don't forget about the Online Winter Series. But we are going to be having, of course, the landslide representing the amazing Entourage here. I got to say, they put together a pretty good start for a team. I think that was probably the best start, getting that 2-1. Because remember, it's round robin, so points do matter. If you're taking rounds, if you're taking games, all that's going to add up. So I think, RT Nate definitely put the team on his back just to start it off. So that's going to be good.
I agree. And I think the cool thing, too, about round robins is obviously each team member gets to play the other team's team members once. So for anyone who's not in matches right now, they're probably spectating and, getting a feel for, how each team's playing. So the longer the match draws on, the more shenanigans and, tendencies and things you get to see about the other team's players and how they're reacting to things and how they're playing their game plan. And the more, bit of a download and, way of thinking you can prepare yourself for going into whichever match you're going to play. And which we are going to do right now. We're going to get Chicken Wing versus Landslide. We're going to get an Astaroth versus Voldo.
No, we got to see Chicken Wing before, and Chicken Wing is fun to watch.
He is so much fun.
Astaroth is so fun. But I got to say, this is super stylish from the whole, MC team. They're basically rocking the top hats, and a top hat on Voldo. Just, I don't know, man. I'm already distracted.
It feels right. It just feels right. As weird as that sounds, it feels right, and we're gonna go right into it.
I feel like this is gonna be a little bit of a hard matchup for Astaroth. There's a lot of situations that Voldo's gonna put him in that he doesn't really have an answer for. So we're gonna have to look for those situations. And even though back turn for Voldo is really strong, Astaroth is gonna have to make really on-the-fly decisions whether he wants to go for grabs or get blown.
Right, and it's gonna be very, very important for Chicken Wing to obviously, see and download what Landslide's doing, because Voldo is a very, as I like to say, an up and down character. He's just constantly going to stance, which are, he's low, he's high, he's all over the place. And Astaroth, being a big grapple character, with options, high and low to throw, he's going to be watching for whatever tendencies Landslide's going to be using so he can, grab him, when optimal. So, but
nice stomp.
So far, Landslide going up one round here, yeah.
I just feel like Chicken can't get anything started. Voldo's just everywhere, all over him. In Mantis form, just having fun by himself playing the game.
Yeah, It's like, let the man play. All right, nice sidestep on the Mantis Crawl.
Oh, nice check. I like that. I like that Chicken Wing tried to say, you know what, if you're gonna do it again, I'm gonna at least throw something out there and you're gonna get blown up for it. But, you know, Landslide just being smart about it, getting the grab here, gonna get set up. Wow.
Tries to go for the tech trap, but Chicken Wing's not fighting for it.
It's gonna be big for Chicken Wing. Get something
nice.
started.
I like the bull rush. That's what he needs to be doing. He needs to be establishing that pressure.
Whoa.
You're this is going. Yeah, this is gonna kill. Love a ride on the Ferris wheel. All right. So Chicken Wing obviously, you know, seeing a few things here, noticing some tendencies. We're going up. You know, he's getting around here against Landslide, but.
So here's the thing. I feel like Landslide's going low and forcing Chicken Wing to block low. He's like, I'm just going to keep mixing you up and going high. So I feel like if Chicken Wing can at least block a little bit longer and he can really notice those moments, he can adjust it really fast, but it's just not happening right now.
Yeah, and Landslide being aware that, you know, his ability to pressure is very strong, especially, again, with Voldo stances. So he knows. Yeah, go ahead.
This is one of those moments where your team has to come to you and be like, it's okay, man. Just put their hand on your back and be like, it's just Voldo. It's just Voldo.
It's just Voldo. It's just Voldo. He's just blind. You know, whatever.
Voldo's just doing Voldo things. It's okay. So,
Voldo's a trip. He's just a trip.
That's the one character I feel like can really catch people off guard. Can really throw people. If you don't have the full knowledge of what Voldo does, you could be set up in a lot of situations where you'll be dealing with, you know, plus frames that require you to block a mix-up. There's no option out. So those are things that I'm pretty sure, you know, Chicken Wing is aware of, but it's so hard to see when somebody's just playing so fast and you have to get, you know, you're already doing the guessing game of, you know, high-low, you know, mid-low, and they just put you in a situation where you're just like, okay, I have to block.
Yeah, and especially when Landslide, you know, has the ability, you know, with Mantis Crawl, he can get out of dodge real fast if he wants to. Like, if he's, you know, comes in, gets blocks on negative, and, you know, Chicken Wing doesn't react fast enough, he can just get away real quick before Chicken Wing has an opportunity, you know, to capitalize on that. So, again, yeah, I feel this is a very tough matchup for Astaroth. It's going to take a lot of patience from Chicken Wing, you know, going into this next game. A little bit more downloading. Any character is viable. I think, you know, if he makes the correct adjustments, he can take this next game and potentially the match. But so far, I mean, Landslide's, you know, making this look like, you know, his game, and he's just playing the way he wants to, and Chicken Wing's just falling for it, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, hopefully Chicken Wing can adjust here. We're waiting for him to get back in the lobby so they can get excited. If you guys like Chicken Wing on this one, let me see some Chicken Wings, all right? I mean, if you got it in there, you could do it. But if you really like Landslide, you want to see him take it like a landslide, by a slide, whatever you want to call it. Let me see you guys say landslide. That's all I want to see.
Nice.
Landslide.
Yeah, let us know how you feel in the chat. Also, hi chat. We see all of you. Thank you so much for coming and joining us tonight for some Caliber action. And all right, so we got Chicken Wings back in our lobby now, and we're gonna go into our second game here. We're sticking with the Astaroth. And okay,
man.
We are going back to our desert stage here.
So I feel like the stage is also really hindering also for Astaroth if it's too big. And this is one of those bigger stages. Yeah, he has room to work with, but if he can get close, if he can have a stage that's smaller, work on the edge, that would be really, really prime for him.
Exactly, and there aren't any walls on this stage. Astaroth loves walls. It's where a lot of his damage comes from, outside of his grapples and whatnot, of course. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. So it's going to come down to how much Chicken Wing can work with his space and, you know, start getting in Landslide's head with all this pressure and throw setups and whatnot. Already up to a decent start, and there's a lethal hit. That's going to hurt.
And I like that he's already doing bull rush. He's checking with 2A, trying to go for these grabs a little bit more. Oh, that's already a big round start for Chicken Wing.
And as you notice, he did throw him out of the Mantis Crawl. He did low throw him. I mean, obviously Landslide teched it, but that's the mentality he needs to have, and those are the things that he needs to be looking out for. Got a nice throw here. No break from Landslide.
Now, here's the thing. Landslide, they're using reversal edges a little bit more. This is good for... Oh, that's going to be even. What are we going for? Oh, you can't do that. Guard broke. And that's going to be big damage.
Yeah. I think he was trying to go for the Oki setup there, but...
And that might cost them. Oh, nice sidestep. Doesn't even go for grab, though. Goes for bull rush. Another bull rush. Another bull rush, but gets up.
Yeah, and there's the knee, the Aston knee. It's such a strong option for Astaroth in a pinch like that. Going right into a soul charge. He's like, I want to pressure you right off the bat, get my game going, although Landslide's not having it.
Yeah, he said, you know, your soul charge only lasts for so long, so if I pressure you enough, you never get a chance to spin the win or anything like that.
Exactly. And there it is. He didn't even get to use his soul charge.
And that was the scenario I was talking about. Oh my god, alright, but right back.
Right, and the Re-E blocking the unbreakable throw. And there's a perfect for Landslide. He's like, you know what, I see your rounds, I'm coming back here. You're not going to download me. This isn't going to be a 3-0 run back.
So the thing is, they also have to remember when they're doing these reversal edges and somebody blocks it, they're plus. So, you know, the other person has to be knowledgeable to not make a bad decision by swinging freely, but you are negative.
Exactly. Alright. Landslide getting in here, some good damage. What's the throw? But he's still keeping it in control.
I like how it's like trying to back off and not do too much. Oh, but you're getting grabbed again.
Yeah, and this is gonna do it. And Chicken Wing saying, okay, I saw your first game. I'm gonna make the adjustments here. I'm not gonna let you play your game this time around. And I think a big thing I saw is he's picking his moments to, throw interruption moves out. He's picking his moments to throw. He obviously picked his moments for his CEs there, which he landed both times. And he's starting to play his own game. He's starting to play the Astaroth game with the bull rushes and whatnot to kind of keep Landslide from just freely doing whatever he wants. So I think these are some great adjustments. So let's see how Landslide reacts to this in our last game going into it here. And we are actually getting Astaroth stage.
Yeah, that's actually really good for Chicken Wing here. And I do like the adjustment, like you were saying. I also like that he's taking a few more risks that are calculated. They're not just like, let me just throw something out there and see if it hits. He's actually trying to check Voldo from doing things. So that's good on his part. Already going to start out with that 6B there.
I agree. Yep. Yeah, and moves like that, those are good check moves for Astaroth. They're relatively safe for the most part, and Landslide can't really capitalize on those. So that's what he needs to be doing, and that's what he needs to use to kind of interrupt Landslide and kind of reset the neutral and potentially get his own game going. Although, Landslide's going to clap right back with the first round of this last game here.
I wonder if the hat's distracting him. I think he needs a hat of his own. That's what's happening here.
I think Voldo
players have hats. It's fine.
I think Voldo might have sprinkled a little magic dust on him, might have gotten his eyes a little bit.
Can Astro? Isn't he blind? He has white eyes. I think he's blind.
He might be. I don't know.
Oh my!
This is gonna hurt. Yes. Damage on that. It's disgusting.
Gotta watch your GIs.
We're just jumping in the air because why not? And see, this spacing right here, that's what he needs to be doing. Nice GI, goes for the unbreakable throw, but gets dunked.
I kind of would like to see him save that, for another scenario, but right now, he's trying whatever he can to get it started, gets the stomp, still going for it. You gotta block that thing. You can't do that.
Yeah, that's some great pressure. That's just kind of one of those little mind games. It's like, all right, is he gonna stop doing it? Is he gonna do something else? When is he gonna stop doing this?
Nice little crush there.
This might actually punish, and it does. Voldo CE actually covers a lot of distance. It's really fast.
Absolutely, and the good part is though, Astaroth still has a meter. We might see a soul charge here if he can get a few hits in. Just needs to bring it down a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. Landslide's starting to feel himself a little bit more. He's starting to take more control over the game, so Chicken Wing's got to kind of slow him down a bit so he can do whatever he needs to kind of reset his own momentum. This is a great start.
And that's plus, and Landslide actually putting himself in risky situations. Try to go for a cancel, fire cancel into a grab, but I get snuffed out.
Yeah, Chicken Wing's looking for a lot of these setups that, I feel like he's trying to predict Landslide throwing it out of Regi to combat his own. But, Landslide isn't fighting for that, and he's punishing him for all of these. So, Chicken Wing's got to try something else in those situations, I feel. And there's a soul charge, getting him out of his face, using that meter.
And I like what Landslide's doing here. He's just playing patient, he's trying to back up, picking his spots.
I agree. And I mean, this is match point for him, so trying to catch him stepping there. Oh, but re-ease immediately, and that is gonna do it.
Landslide, my guy, you know something that nobody else does.
It's the top hat, man. It's the top hat.
Top hats give you more strength than they should.
Yeah, he had some extra frames in there that he just pulled out, and he was like, "Hey, surprise!"
That's a really good, that was really good to notice though, because now everybody's gonna be looking for in the future when Chicken Wing does that, he might get reversal edge, and that's a really bad situation.
I agree. Yeah, and again, like I was saying earlier, like Chicken Wing, I like where his mind's at. He's trying to play, a really, really intricate meta in terms of, how he's setting up his throws, how he's setting up his situations, what he's canceling into and whatnot. Especially in a lot of these, GI, RI, and reversal edge situations. Unfortunately, every time, Landslide wasn't biting for him. Again, I think Chicken Wing was expecting him to re-GI or what have you, and obviously Landslide wasn't. He was just waiting patiently to see what Chicken Wing would do, and then keeping an eye on things, he was able to either duck or get away or just straight up punish Chicken Wing's option that he was throwing out because since he didn't re-GI and didn't whiff the GI, it was unsafe. But regardless, great match from both guys. That was really, really cool and entertaining to watch. And we're going to go ahead into our next match here. We're getting an Ivy mirror. This is going to be really fun.
Interesting name. Interesting name.
Listen,
but we're gonna wait.
Welcome to the internet, man.
This is true, but the mirror match, my brain already hurts.
I know.
And she's not wearing a top hat, so I can't tell the difference anymore.
I know. Well, it's gonna be white versus kind of like a purple here. So we are gonna we're gonna get SA Rob versus Lord Touch Me, and this is gonna be an Ivy mirror, which is gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna see a lot of that, a lot of Calamity Symphony, a lot of Summon Suffering setups, and Rob going ahead and getting a regular throw here.
I like the flow Rob's going with. He's trying to keep up this steady pace and keep Lord off his toes completely.
I agree. Yeah, Rob's just going in with the pressure here, and he got his game started first, and Touch Me had to, just deal with it. So, already getting in here. Nice pop-up, nice damage.
But it's always hard. It's always hard fighting the mirror match because, the other person knows exactly what you're doing. So
exactly.
They just have to, adapt and adjust. And you can see it right now. Lord going for the adaptation, going for that crab blow. You just gotta be careful.
Yeah, good awareness on his part for spacing one. Nice duck, and comes right back with a Calamity Symphony of his own. That is some big damage, and this is a one-hit situation. Another Calamity Symphony.
Are we just gonna see that for the rest of the game? That's what everybody.
Probably. Welcome to high-level Ivy, man. I say Rob going right in, goes for the low.
Does not care about himself.
Yeah,
I love it.
Care.
He's like, oh, I got a slither of life. Magic pixel, baby. Let's go.
Right. Yeah. Although Lord Touch Me gonna get an extra bar meter here, so he's got 2 full bars. Let's see what he does with it. And yeah, Rob going right in. Already got the life lead.
I like how Rob's being patient, trying to wait for Lord to just throw something out. He's like, good, do it. I'll counter it.
This is like just a Western stare down right now. It's like, who's gonna do what first?
I feel like they do have guns, right?
That's
what they're using.
They kind of do. They kind of do in a sense. Oof, that's gonna hurt. We're about even on the life. Stuffs him out of the CE and goes in for a Calamity Symphony. That's gonna hurt. Goes for the mid on Wake Up, and that's gonna do it. Rob taking this first game rather convincingly, might I say.
Absolutely. See, if he had the power of the top hat, Lord Top Hat would be something, but
that's
you're just not being a real team supporter here, Lord.
No, it's in the tournament rulebook. Only one top hat per team. You can only use the top hat buff once.
Welcome to the stage of history.
But I definitely think Lord has something going here. If he could just slow it down like he was earlier, taking those little shots at Rob and not forcing the situation. If he plays back, plays the poke game just like Rob's doing, I think the counter play is basically let Rob throw something first, right?
I agree.
Yes.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I mean, there were plenty of times where Lord Touch Me, he's still keep it up. He was still, ducking things, avoiding things, and coming right back with options of his own. And, Rob was still ready for him, but that is exactly what Lord Touch Me needs to be doing. So let's see how he adjusts here. And that's going to be another Calamity Symphony for Rob.
It's so hard to break online.
It is so hard to break online. I hate it. And Rob is just getting the damage in, hits him with the mid, and hits him again with the Calamity Symphony on Wake Up.
You're showing off now.
This is.
So here's the thing. I feel that Lord kind of got used to, after getting knocked down, Rob's just like, I'm just going to throw a low. And now that he thinks that, he's able to go for the mids whenever he feels like it.
Yeah, another Calamity Symphony.
Watch, he's probably going to go for a mid here.
Potentially, yeah. Goes for another. Okay. Lord Touch Me is like, okay, my turn. You've had enough. My turn. Gonna stomp him in the foot. Gonna put him down. Catches him with the mid. Gets some good damage.
What isn't an animation for her?
No. We're playing anime 2D fighters out here, guys. And alright, Touch Me getting on the board here. Catching Rob with the 2-2K.
So confirmed, you don't have to actually do anything but grab people.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Alright. And Touch Me's trying to poke him out here. He's trying to get him to step for some good counter hit damage. But not really bite. No bites from Rob. And
I do like the that could be really scary.
Yeah,
Very smart by Lord to run up though.
yeah, that was definitely a ring out attempt. Alright, these guys are just kind of feeling each other right now with pokes. Like, who's gonna bite for what first? The Calamity Symphonies have stopped for just a second. Rob just running in with a running K, because why not? Alright, and there's the spacing game, and this is probably going to close this round out for Rob, yeah. Alright, so Rob finding Touch Me in a place where he wanted him and capitalizing on it. Touch Me still in this, though. Oh, and just input Calamity Symphony. You know, it's Calamity Symphony, but extra purple.
Well, you know, Lord still has an opportunity here, just has to keep the pressure up, and unfortunately, Rob's not having it.
Right, Rob punishing that option. Nice re-E, though. And stuffs the CE. Rob's gonna go immediately into Soul Charge with that last bar of meter, though, to keep him out of the space. And Touch Me coming in with the Calamity Symphony of his own. You know, I like that he's not afraid to come in and, you know, go for these big options. Nice re-E. Deal with that. Doesn't step the re-E option there, and Rob's gonna catch him stepping for the win.
I felt like Lord was a little bit behind on that last part there. Like, he was trying to step later than what he already saw. So
right.
It was like that reactive, like, brain to hands thing.
Yeah, I feel, you know, I like to call those deer in the headlights moments where you see something come right at you and you have all the time in the world to step it or deal with it or whatnot, and then your fingers just don't work. I can't count the number of times that's happened to me. It's frustrating, but it happens. So SA Rob gonna go ahead and take that.
Yeah, honestly, it's always nice to see a mirror match because you get to see two different perspectives. Usually you get to see someone who's either aggressively on the offense or somebody who's mostly on the defense. But I think there was a lot of offense and defense from both sides that were pretty even. But obviously Rob just way more aggressive with being able to control the pace and keep up the actual pressure. You know, that's something Lord could definitely take away from that, you know. Look at it and be like, hey, all right, add that to my repertoire now.
Right, I agree. I think what it boiled down to in that matchup was confidence and who, you know, had the gall to actually go in and throw out what they wanted out of their game plan. And I agree, Rob definitely was more aggressive. He was less afraid about going in and throwing out, you know, Calamity Symphonies, throwing out mids to try to catch Touch Me ducking and whatnot. You know, I think, you know, both guys definitely still have an understanding of, you know, how Ivy works and whatnot. I just feel Lord Touch Me was just a little more standoffish than he could have been. I think he was trying to play more of a spacing poke game, obviously where Rob was coming in on him. So, yeah, I mean, it's, you know, always a healthy mix of different things. And again, that's one thing I love about team tournaments is, you know, obviously it's competitive and whatnot, but you get so much time to see so many different people play with so many different characters, and it's really a great learning experience, regardless of what you take away from it. So, especially in mirror matches. So, you know, I hope Touch Me can take some stuff away from that, and maybe Rob can take some stuff away from that.
So, just getting a little bit of information. Lord Ivy is wow. I'm calling him Lord Ivy already.
Lord Ivy, I love it.
Lord Touch Me is actually the best Ivy in Canada. So,
oh, really?
So that's a very interesting perspective because from what I'm seeing and what I'm being told, second best Ivy in San Antonio is Rob. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe number one, but we'll see. You know,
we'll see. But
sometimes it takes, you know. Oh, in Canada. No, stop it. Oh, come on, guys. Look, number 1, all right? We'll take it.
Yeah. But that's cool. I didn't know we were going international for this tournament. I love it.
Yeah, I do like to see that there's an expansive amount of people playing the game, though.
I agree. And, online tournaments, that is one benefit of that because we don't have to travel for anything. So we can play people from other countries. We can play people across our own country or people that are out of state or out of our city or what have you. It's still a great way to connect with people. So obviously, everyone's always welcome. And it's so nice to see, people, show up from different kinds of places. So, welcome.
Now I know why Rob is second best. Nori is clearly the best Ivy player, right? There's no better player than Nori at Ivy and Tyson. Just
really
hands down, number 1.
I'm gonna buy a ticket and come down and watch this. I want them to have a money match. See how this goes. You guys up for that? Hey, chat, let me know. Do we want to see an Ivy money match between Nori and Rob?
Yeah, I think that's the only way to prove who's number 1 as Ivy out there.
Nori's saying yes. So, all right, let's make it happen.
But yeah, guys, thank you for, of course, tuning in to this 5v5 that we have Amazing's MC and Entourage versus Rowdy Fighters, and it's gotten off to a good start, and it's pretty hot.
I know. I love everything so far. All these matches have been, relatively close to an extent. Especially our first match was just so back and forth and really hype and really high tension. So both these teams, are pulling out so many stops, and it's really exciting to see. I can definitely tell that, Rowdy Fighters, they have made some adjustments to cover for, some of their potential weaknesses, from the last team tournament and whatnot. And I think it's, it's great to see how, people evolve over time and what they take away from prior experiences. But, I'm also equally impressed by Entourage. They're definitely, bringing the hype, they're bringing some heat, and they're challenging Rowdy on a very real level, and they're not, being blown out or anything of that nature. So I love everything I'm seeing so far, and I can't wait to get into our next match here, which I think we're about to do.
I like to look at it as no one's unbeatable. So,
Exactly.
seeing
Welcome
the Amazing
to the
Entourage
stage
come
of
out here
history,
and
retold.
contest Rowdy Fighters, that is already a sign that if you're new to playing Soul Calibur, or if you've been playing for a long time and you just haven't gotten your bearings, guess what? It will come eventually. You just gotta keep at it.
Exactly. And the good thing about Calibur 2 is this is a very, in my opinion, across the FGC, this is one of the more welcoming and open communities. We love seeing new players come in. We love, helping new players. We love teaching you. We love, pointing out resources and whatnot. We are very, very tight-knit for the most part. So it's really always great to have new people come in. And we're going to go ahead and get into our next match. We're actually going to keep Rob on the screen here.
I get down here.
I
was just gonna say, seems like already a tough match, because here's the thing. Nightmare has to get in.
Exactly.
Good luck.
He's got to get some pressure going here. I apologize, I can't read his opponent's name. It's a little blurry. Can you?
Yeah, it's Zion.
Zion, okay, thank you, appreciate it. So yeah, we've got Rob versus Zion here, and oof, Rob's starting this out really, really strong with a perfect.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to see some stances from Zion to kind of get in here. Maybe just throw yourself to the win, right? Maybe step guard your way in, moving forward. But he's already in.
Yeah. Oh, Rob is not fighting for the low.
Oh, you're probably
That's
out.
a game of chicken.
You're out.
I think it's gonna hit the low wall.
Wow, the wall.
All right.
This looks such
He
a
said
good.
the reverse flapjack. Oh my gosh, Zion saying no to that Calamity Symphony today. You get over the wall, sir. Give me that round. This is gonna hurt.
And he tried to. He needed the tech roller.
Yeah, he tried it.
to roll.
He tried it, but didn't quite work out. Alright, and okay. Going into Terror Charge here, and that is gonna hurt. Big drill. Going right back into it. And this is gonna actually hit, yeah. Rob going right in. This is one of my favorite CEs in the game. It's just so cool.
I just like that you could get armor on it. And
That's
keep
it.
charging it.
Exactly, and that's exactly what happened here. Rob came in, hit him on the first bit of armor, and triggered the CE, and ate it. And tried to go for the rope out right there. Zion not having it.
Whoa,
Catches-
the low lethal hit.
Yeah.
Tries to go for
Alright.
a grab there. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
you're gone.
Catches him
Right.
at the mid. Oh,
You know-
that was.
I was just gonna say, I feel like Rob's not adjusting as fast as he normally would. Once Nightmares end, Ivy doesn't have all the best options. Like, you see him using GI to try to get out of the situations, and you know, it's kind of scary because if he makes the wrong read, getting lethal hit or blown up really hard. So definitely good on Zion's part. Just
Welcome
noticed
to
that.
the stage
Yeah,
of
Zion's
history.
definitely playing the Nightmare game. You could tell after the first game, obviously Rob was in, or excuse me, first round rather. Rob was in absolute control with that perfect, but Xion came right back and started playing the Nightmare game, started spacing, started getting more aggressive and confident, and completely flipped the momentum on him. And he caught Rob, you know, in a lot of situations, making Rob guess, like this last round where Rob ate the mid and was wrong out. So I think the pacing definitely played a factor there, and you know, in how Rob was anticipating different things coming from Xion. So we're gonna go ahead and get into our second game here, and we'll see if Rob makes some adjustments to deal with what he's been getting hit with.
Honestly, I love the adjustment. Wow, lethal hit already from this. You know, these are these weird lethal hit moments where it's unexpected, but you know, Rob has to be prepared for it. You know, there's always an opportunity for it.
Yeah. I will say, as a spectator though, these lethal hits that come out of nowhere makes the game even more hype. So I love it. Nice duck throw from Rob.
That's looking like Zion's for like opportunity here, but unfortunately gonna get his back to the wall. Gets the flip, tries to go for the flip out. We knew what that was.
Yeah. I don't think it was gonna ring out. You know, in his mind, he was probably trying for the wall or trying to get him by the wall to pressure him. But yeah, Rob taking that first round. Trying to catch him stepping, gets hit with the second hit of the 6-6 AA, and that's a nice chunk of damage for Rob. And ooh, steps it just in time. And this is gonna be some really good damage. Not quite gonna kill, but he's gonna get an OP situation out of it.
And you know what? I like that because Rob pushed him back, just trying to make sure that he didn't use CE or anything like that, or just try to use any pressure tools at the time.
Right, Ivy does have a lot of good pushback options that can get people out of her face. And this is
you're
gonna
gone.
potentially be out, yeah. Oof. Just like that.
I feel like Rob was sending a message. He was like, hey, look, you know, you can throw me out once, but I'm going to get mine.
Exactly. Rob was just stepping very appropriately there and really capitalizing on Xion, you know, whiffing and throwing out
Welcome to the
options that were
stage of
unsafe.
history retold.
And just, you know, overall upping his awareness of the situation. I think the stage did help a little bit. Rob didn't have his back to the wall so much. He had a little more space to work with. And in this regard, you know, Ivy can outspace Nightmare. So he was able to play a little bit more with what he had. But speaking of stages, we're going to go into our last game here, and this is going to be
No ring outs.
no ring outs,
ring
all
outs.
walls. One of the smallest stages in the game, maybe the smallest. Chat, get with me on that. But we're going to go into it, and Rob's already off to a good start here. He goes in with the running K.
I like the block, and I like that Shion's trying to find his way in. It's a little hard, but looking for those opportunities, finds it right there. Doesn't actually move forward, though, to fully get that spacing.
All right, nice throw, though. Yeah.
This is going to be good because it puts him closer to the wall.
And catching him on the ground like that puts him in the air charge, which he used right there to chip a little bit, which was nice. And this is nice GI. And opts for the guard crush option to blow out Rob's GI there.
Yeah, the re-GI was really risky, but I felt like he had to take the opportunity to go for it.
Right. Yeah, in those kind of situations where it's a one-hit situation, it can really go either way.
Rob
So-
just getting pressured here, though. It's kind of tough because Ivy has to play that mid to long range, and that mid-range is a little scary, too.
And this is gonna hurt. Oof. Now Rob's got his back to the wall. Good soul charge, though. It's gonna push Zion away a little bit.
Oh, I like that.
Nice
Should
step.
just run forward, do nothing.
Yeah, and this is gonna wall splat, and this is gonna be a lot of damage.
But Nightmare
Oh.
still has access to CE. Gonna get sidestepped. No, blocks it. Okay, good side.
Yeah, he didn't opt to charge it all the way, so obviously still got blocked there, and Rob finishing that out with a throw. Nice duck, though.
Like the launcher, doesn't really get much off of it, but still gonna keep the pressure near the wall.
It's gonna wall splat. and bam.
Very nice. Just knowing his options, combo options there, making sure that he completes them. Tries to go for Oki and doesn't get much, but now he's just fighting his way out of the wall, off the wall.
And that is gonna hurt.
I don't know if he thought he was gonna cancel, but Rob just let it rip.
I don't know. Yeah, Rob's caught him with that a couple times now, and again with the duck. That A option from Nightmare can be so easily telegraphed and ducked on block. So it's never an amazing option unless you know your opponent's going to be stepping. And this is going to be a big Calamity Symphony. Rob has got an intense life lead here in this last game.
Maybe a good soul charge to just get him off of him, but he's got to work really hard here. Goes for the low and just try to bait anything.
Yeah. Hey, sorry, this is going to wall splat. And if Shion plays his cards right, he could.
Wow.
Oh.
It's almost like
so
they both looked like they both GI'd, but they didn't. And it was only one of them did.
Yeah. But really, really good match from both guys. Rob, proving that he has that comeback factor again and again. We saw it last team tournament as well. I believe in the Sly Tiger matchup. Sly Tiger going up that first game really convincingly, but Rob brought it all the way back and took it from him. So we're definitely seeing Rob's experience come into play here, and we're seeing his ability to be patient and cool-headed in difficult situations. And also his awareness, watching how his opponent moves, watching what options they opt for, and adjusting accordingly. But I love what Shion was doing there. He was definitely, playing Nightmare's game. A couple areas I feel he could have maybe capitalized on a little bit more. We had a few combo under drops and things like that. But overall, he was playing a good pressure game. He was playing a pretty decent spacing game, and he was able to catch Rob with a lot of lethal hit options, which, Nightmare's obviously going to get a lot of damage of. So overall, I think he played that pretty well, considering, his opponent was an Ivy player. All right. So I think we're gonna go ahead and set up for our next match here. I see Nori coming into the lobby. And let me see if I can.
So we got Nori, the best Ivy player, coming up.
We're still on that, huh? All right. And guys, don't forget to check out the online winter series coming up here, starting in January. Soul Calibur. Sponsored by Fight Sessions here, of course, and got plenty of other games. Looks like we got Tekken in there starting at the end of December.
Keep in mind, we also got some more Killer Instinct 2 down the road, so you guys are looking forward to that too. I will actually be on that, so I'm excited.
Heck yeah, nice.
I love some combo breakers, man. That's where it's at.
They're fun. I've never I've played Killer Instinct a little bit, obviously casually. It's not something I've gotten into competitively, but it's one of those games that I love playing it, but I like watching it more. I love watching high-level play of that. It's just so flashy, because that's how Killer Instinct is. It's just so flashy and fascinating, and just the hype factor that game brings is really, really great.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to play it with some really, really strong competitive players who previous champions and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool to learn a lot from them, but no, I can't do it. Just too much. Too many times I want to go for manuals, even though it's like that's not the best option. Like, you can't break manuals, but hey, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Well, hey, again, anything you take away from it is good. And, as long as at the end of the day, guys, regardless we're being competitive, casual, whatnot, they're still games. And as long as you're having fun, that's what matters.
I 100% agree. And of course, we're going to have a Nori Cervantes player versus Artinate. He's playing pretty well in the Yoshimitsu. I want to see what he can do here.
Yeah.
Yo, he is rocking this Heihachi again?
I was gonna say that Ivy looks really weird.
Yeah, Ivy just upgraded to 2 swords.
She did, yeah. She's got 2 whips now. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get into this match. We got Nori versus Artinate, Cervantes versus Yoshimitsu. Back on the same stage that we saw in the last match here, a very small stage with no ring outs, all walls. And Nori's making some good reads here. He's checking his chip where he can. He's getting this good little damage. This is gonna hurt.
Okay, so this is one of those things where you need to know the matchup, because if you don't, you're gonna get mauled. That's how
Exactly.
Cervantes plays. If you can forcefully get him to play slow, then you're gonna get the AA, you're gonna get the A, the B, the AB, stuff like that. But right now, it's gonna be hard for RT Nate. He's gonna have to read these situations and play slower and try to adapt to Nori here.
Right, and I've personally played both these guys before, and I will say they're both fun players to play, so if you get a chance, please do. On Nori's side, I know for a fact Nori knows how to deal with close in-your-face characters, because I'm an X-player, and he understands his spacing, he understands how to keep you out, he understands how to poke you out of things, which we have been seeing in this game so far, and great
Wow,
hop.
that mid-track that hard. Wow. That's something that RT Nate likes to go for a lot, and like I said, I feel like that's that Tekken-esque player mentality. Like pick a move that goes low, and then the second move tracks. So you can see he's really using that tool to his benefit.
Right. And all right, Artsy finding some confidence here and getting in and getting some damage going. Nice while rising there. Does with the guard crush though. And all right, and see there, Nori being very cognizant of when, this is gonna punish. But Nori being very cognizant of when Artsy is negative enough for him to get those little punishes in, like those AAs, like those 2Ks, etc., etc. And that's really, really important, especially in this matchup when Cervantes is gonna space you out a little bit more and just kind of chip away at your life. Good soul charge though from Artsy. He's gonna try to get him away from the wall, but Nori coming in saying, nah, you're gonna stay right there.
Now, here's the thing, Nate definitely died on 2 meters there, and I thought he would have done something with it, and maybe that's just a lack there of knowing, soul charge and CE are available to you, and you'll get the meter back in you. So
Exactly.
that's the kind of mind.
Yeah, it's always a good idea to use your meter, especially, last round, if you're, the one going down on the last round. You get that meter back. You get a whole bar of meter back. So always use it. Always try to make good use of it. And especially with a character like Yoshi, and this is gonna be death.
I like that HP by Nori. He's very, very consistent with using it when he thinks that Nate's gonna go low, and he's used it even in neutral just to check him to see if he was going low. So that's really, really, really smart of Nori to do. So I think Nate has to adjust to that and make sure he's not throwing too many lows when he's in helicopter stuff. So
We're getting I would say we're getting King, but the color's different. I think this is what's the other King version? I apologize. I'm
Armor
blanking.
King?
Armor King, thank you. I kept wanting to say Metal King for some reason. I'm like,
hey, I'll let it slide.
listen, I'm just getting into Tekken. Give me a break.
No, you're good. This is cool though, because he's showing off these different skins, but
cool.
I am distracted.
I'm distracted. I love it. But okay, so Artsy going right back in here, keeping the pressure up. And yeah.
Gotta watch those long strings. You gotta be patient to wait for them to finish, or try to sidestep them, or crouch them, depending on what their ender is.
And Nori kicking him out for the first round here. I feel like Artsy, he's trying to get stuff started here, but it's just not working out in his favor. Tries to go for a rainbow drop, but he does get broken. Alright, good pop up here. This is gonna be some good damage. Opts to spend the meter.
And this is looking good for Nate. He just has to be patient. Take, block. That's gonna be plus. So you gotta be very careful in that scenario. And here's the grab. And this is gonna be big because he's all about movement. Nori's all about movement. If you notice, he's always moving forward or moving to the side, but he's always still moving forward.
Right, and you can see it right there. Even if he, gets like a little hit in, like an A or a B or what have you, right here, and this is probably gonna get blocked for sure. And Artsy opting to get. Yeah, Artsy opting for the low, but the mid still catches Nori. All right. But yeah, go ahead.
Nate fighting back really well, honestly. His adaptation has been really good, dealing with Nori Cervantes here.
Yeah, and I'll agree with that. Nice back throw. That's going to be some good damage. But I'll agree with that. Again, having played Nate myself, he has a really good comeback factor, and he knows when to just turn up the volume and turn up the pressure and turn up the energy overall. So we've seen it before today, so I expect we're seeing a little bit more of that now, and we'll see how much more he brings here in this matchup.
And oh boy, is that move getting him into a lot of trouble. That's gonna be plus. He has to eat the mix-up, and that's still gonna be parts of your life getting taken off, even if you protect that grab. Tries to be there again.
Right, yeah. Nori looking for something that wasn't great there. I like where his mind's at. Thinking Nate's gonna low sweep him, but does eat that. And Nate's gonna go up 2-1 here. He is making this comeback.
No, double low. Tries to catch him with the mid at least, seeing if he would do something.
Yeah.
I like the mixture of what Nate is doing here. You see a lot of that Tekken, you'll go double low and then you'll hit them with a mid or a launcher, and it still applies to Soul Calibur as well. Like, these are little small tactics.
And there's Nate popping his meter. I like it. I like to like it. It's gonna be some good damage.
Oh boy. I kind of like that option, but I like when he plays it safe. He goes for the low mid. Oh, that's a punish.
Oh my gosh! Great awareness from Nate on that. Seeing that Nori had whiffed the IGDR there and was still in the animation. So, man, that was impressive.
Okay, that's silly. I like that he hopped off the screen, and I'm like still thinking of the hat as he's live.
The top hat just it makes it perfect. All he needs now is a monocle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey guys, get Nate to get a monocle, and it's perfect. I love it.
It's the true MC Amazing's showcased character.
So cool, but yeah. So Nate, obviously, showing that comeback factor I was talking about here. The good thing about Nate is that when he does block things, he understands where he can punish those things. And he does throw out the options that will get him at least little bits of damage here, or, set him up for, more pressure, or to kind of take the momentum back, or at least reset the neutral. So that's a great thing that he has going for him.
So here's the thing. I like this stage, but this stage is big. So you're not really, you're not going to really see a lot of like pressure off the wall as much. You're not. It's a lot of centered in the middle of the stage. You're gonna see a lot of heavy hitting blows more than anything.
Yeah.
So you gotta definitely finish your fight.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna get blocked. Opts to go for a throw though. Wasn't guaranteed. And this is gonna hurt. Yeah. Oh, this might be death.
So here's the thing. I like that adjustment by Nori. He didn't actually keep himself near the edge where things could go very wrong. He sidestepped, he used his movement, and that's what most players need to keep acknowledging that, where you're at on the stage.
Exactly. Like a lot of players, especially new players, will see, I've knocked my opponent down, I've got some damage on them, I have a wake-up situation that I can pressure them with, but they don't take into consideration where they actually are on the stage. And so Nori, realizing that he was right by the edge, didn't want to deal with that, and instead put Nate's back to the edge and the wall there, subsequently, and made him deal with it.
And definitely both players taking their turns, but, every time Nori coming out just a little bit more on the edge with that.
Yeah, Nate's going to have to get something started here because Nori's on match point.
But here's the thing. I like Nate's movement. I like that he's keeping it, unpredictable to some extent, but he's getting tagged a lot for not step guarding, and Nori's taking advantage of that.
Right. I like the soul charge. Get him out of his space a little bit. I don't think this is gonna punish.
It's gonna get him. It's gonna give him pressure.
Yeah. Nate's trying to get some started. There we go. And I tried to get him on the wake up with the vertical, and that's gonna hit the low wall.
It's still good for Nori though. It doesn't have to be a ring out, but he gets the grab there to finish it off.
Yeah, again, I don't know if he started getting a little more timid because of the spacing, or maybe how Nori was adjusting to certain things and whatnot, but I feel like Nate's kind of energy dipped a little bit in this last game, and Nori took so much advantage of that and just controlled the entire flow of the match there. Great job from Nori making the adaptations he needs, and still great job to Nate for making the adaptations he did earlier in the match, and taking that game back. So, really great game from both guys.
So I know that Nate plays Paul and Tekken, and I've seen him play before. So my curiosity is, is Yoshimitsu the character for him? You know what I mean? Like, does that primarily fit him because of this game?
Yeah. It's always interesting to see how, different players, mindsets and styles carry over to different game titles and whatnot. I know me personally, whenever I'm playing games, I like to play fast characters, I like to play mix-up characters, I like to play in-your-face characters. I normally stick with that. And a lot of players do try to stay in their comfort zone with a lot of things. But every now and then you'll come across a player who, is trying something different and whatnot. So I don't know. I've always thought, Artsy had a pretty good handle on Yoshi. He knows what he's doing. He seems to enjoy the character a lot.
I like the way he's playing it. I think it's, very different than, Tekken's version of Yoshimitsu. Somewhat similarities, somewhat. But, it's different. So it's very nice to see him playing a character that's familiar to another game as well.
Exactly. We're going to go ahead and get into our next game here. We've got MC Amazing, Rocket Astaroth, and we've got Sweaty Spaghetti. We're seeing him again, Rock and Grow here. And so far, we're pretty evenly matched.
I want to see him, honestly, spit some bars all over this Grow right now. I'm not even trying to be biased, but unfortunately, he goes for the GI and gets pulled up for it. But you know what? I got to give it to him. The hat looks good on Astaroth. They need to put it back on. I don't know why they took it off. That's not okay, man. It needs to go back on every round.
I know, but that's the downfall of character creation and putting accessories on. They can get blown off. But Sweaty Spaghetti going in with all the Grow pressure.
Can I be honest? This is a lot of Lucky Charms on the screen for me. I'm getting these vibes. I'm getting so many Lucky Charm vibes.
Oh my gosh. Listen, we're not sponsored by Lucky Charms, but hey, if you want to, that'd be cool. But anyway,
cereal if I have to. But nice lethal hit there with the B.
Exactly.
And something that's very interesting, a lot of Killick players go to Grow. Unlike Killick, to get the lethal hit, you just do something. And that's a big thing.
Right, but this is going to be some big damage for MC here. Picking him up, putting him right back down. God, so damaging. That's Astaroth for you. Nice GI. Pops for the guard crush, and that's going to finish it out for this first game in Sweaty Spaghetti's favor. Now we saw... Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I definitely think MC Amazing has to relax on the GI, the re-GIing, because a big thing is the mental game, right? You play the, do I GI here or do I not, or do I re-GI? So if I think he can withhold, it's okay to block it. You might get more out of it. So he has to pay a little bit more attention to that.
I agree. And it's, obviously Sweaty was going in so hard there. He had all the pressure in there. He had all the momentum. So, it's good to try different things to just get an idea of what options your opponent's going for. But, I don't fault him for trying to GI here and there to, obviously get the momentum back and get Sweaty out of his face a bit. But we're going to go into our second game here. And MC already starting off on a good place. Catches him getting up with the throw.
That timing for the throw was so good. And look, see, there you go. The adjustment, not to GI again, and to just kind of respect it.
Right. Oh, Sweaty finding some damage here. Catches him out of the guard crush. It keeps going for the low here. Opts for the mid that time. Trying to go for some mind games. And there's that GI again, and Sweaty opting for the guard crush to beat it out.
MC Amazing, all you need to do is just kind of stuff it out with like a 2A or something. So maybe keep that in mind next time. That might be a really good tool for him. And unfortunately, trying to GI his way out of the pressure. And Sweaty Spaghetti not letting it happen.
Yeah, and there we go again. Sweaty Spaghetti put the guard crush in, getting himself plus on blocks, and then catching MC stepping with the Hori. So he's in full control right now. And there's a GI again and another blow up. And there's the step kill.
And this is just really hard for MC Amazing to get his offense started. And that right there is already going to break his momentum. Slow charge. And you know what time it is.
Yeah. Nice bull rush, though. See if we can get something started here. Gets him on the low. Nice throw, but it is broken. And this is going to do it.
You know what? Sweaty Spaghetti was for a second there kind of sweating because he was like, hold on. I'm supposed to be teleporting and getting out of these situations. And, MC Amazing was kind of stuffing him. So I got to give it to him for, trying to contest fighting against that soul charge there. And he did pretty well until, at the end there.
Yeah, no, I'm happy he used his meter there. Obviously because, it's good to use your meter period. And he was, down 2 rounds. But also realizing that, Sweaty went into soul charge and was about to teleport into an option. So, using your own soul charge, you get some invincibility frames out of it. So a lot of times, whatever someone's throwing at you, if you time it correctly, it's not going to hit you. And you might actually get an advantage out of it. So I like where his head was at in that regard. But unfortunately, Sweaty, just keeping that pressure going and taking him out there.
I'll definitely say, for what it's worth, these guys are definitely putting in the time, because you could see where they're getting these stray hits, or they're adapting pretty fast. It's not like they're beginner players. You could see the
you can see the wheels turning.
Yeah, exactly. So it's pretty cool, and you can see a lot of what they've learned from other games come over. Oh wow.
Speaking of Paul,
really Nori, you just have Tekken cast on deck for everyone.
we're gonna get another match like last time where we had someone using characterization as a Tekken character, then we had a Street Fighter character.
What don't we have?
I don't know, but I'm loving it. I love the costumes, guys. We're gonna go ahead and get Nori going off against MC again. He's gonna stay on the screen for us. We're gonna get that Astaroth versus Cervantes, and MC starting off with some good damage here.
I think that he's holding his own just a little bit easier for him. Like, there's still pressure coming from Cervantes, but he has a lot more options than getting mauled. It's just really easier in this matchup, I feel.
All right, nice break there. Oh, catches him stepping with the Poseidon Tide.
You trying to go for a ride?
That move hurts so much. It hurts so much. But yeah, MC gonna go ahead and clinch that first round in our first game here.
I gotta say, I'm gonna call that the MC Poseidon Tide. I'm telling you.
Go for it, man. All right, and yeah, MC's kind of stuffing Nori here.
Nori has to block. He has to stop these grabs from happening.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, get up in the air. And this is looking all good. You know what? He's adjusted. He's changed his game plan. He's like, I'm just going to grab. They have to break him.
Oh, GI and a throw whip again. Welcome to Astaroth. We're getting some good damage. Got him against the wall. And there's the unbreakable throw. It's going to be some really good damage. Probably not going to kill, though.
No,
not quite.
Tries to go for the low. Tries to go for it. Okay, I like it.
Yeah. Oh, and the hop kick. Gonna catch Astaroth from jumping in with that low throw. So Nori fighting right back here, taking that one right back from MC, going up one round apiece.
Solid damage, and it's gonna be hard for him. He doesn't go for the GI actually. That's smart by Amazing. Just trying to get something started here.
Oh. Yeah, maybe he's learning from his last match here. Not always, throw GIs right back out at anything. Be patient, see what happens. He's gonna pop a soul charge here, get him out of his face, maybe try to regain some of this pressure. Although Nori not having it. He's gonna go in and get some more chunky damage. Let's see what he does here.
Nice grab, break, and unfortunately a little too slow on that. That's up there. So definitely Nori fighting for his life, honestly, to keep Astaroth from just going ham on the throws.
Exactly, but good awareness from Nori there, realizing he had a bit of a frame advantage still that he could work with. Catches him on the counter hit with the BBB. And okay, so MC's gonna pop a soul charge, get him out of his face a little bit. He's trying to keep him against the wall, but this is probably gonna punish. Ouch. And Nori's gonna go ahead and close. Yeah, Nori's gonna go ahead and close this first game out.
I gotta give it to Nori. He was really looking pretty suspect in the beginning. Because, E Amazing was throwing him everywhere, all around. And I definitely think if E Amazing could just land those solid grabs, get a few pokes in, it's going to make Nori's life a lot harder for the rest of these.
I agree, yeah. MC, no, he had a game plan going there at first. And I think Nori was going in with his own, mindset like he normally does and approaches every match for the most part. With his little tricks that he likes to opt for. And unfortunately, a lot of that was getting stuffed or caught by MC. So MC was making good use of the space. We're going right back to the same stage. So, but Nori obviously making the necessary adjustments there. So let's see what happens in the second game.
And E Amazing trying to sidestep out of these situations. Oh, unfortunately, Nori trying to do the same, but gets grabbed.
Yeah.
Wow, bust. Nice movement on Nori, though.
I'm going to get some gunshots here. This might wall splat? Yeah. He's got wall splat again.
And, that's the scary part because it's a lot of mental wear and tear. You're like, when am I going to get off this wall?
Exactly. And Nori catching him out of the sidestep option. Nice IGDR to punish.
I like how he adjusted his combo as well so that he knew he wasn't going to get the back turn there.
Yeah, noticing that he's a bit off axis, so he didn't want to risk anything. And MC's got to get something going. This is a great start. Catches the wall. This is going to be some hefty damage.
What do you do?
He's got to eat it. He's going to...
Oh my God.
Ooh, that unbreakable. Doesn't quite tech it.
Oh, wow. Nice setup for the grab.
Yep. Catches him ducking with the throw option.
Oh, he's so scared of the low.
Yeah.
He got hit by a low.
Well, that's a big part of Astro's game plan. You know, obviously he's a big throw character, so he can get characters to duck a lot, and then he has low throw options. So there's a lot of mind games that he can actually play if he can get his game going.
I like what Nori did there. He used the soul charge to bring him back down so they can be plus and mix up.
Oh, and the teleport for the back.
You gotta watch for those gunshots. They're a little bit faster now in soul charge.
And alright, MC catching him on the low here with the knee. Gets the throw.
This could be big.
Yeah.
Oh, another
note. Doesn't tech it. MC stealing that one.
Nori, please. You gotta tech the grab.
Should have played Ivy.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Nori coming right back here, though. Some really, really beefy combo damage. Nice GI, though.
I feel like Nori's noticing, hey, if I could just put pressure on you, I force you to do something. But unfortunately, Nori making a slight bad decision. They're going to have to eat the spin to win. But sidestep out.
All right. I got to give it to Nori, too. He is on point with his execution. All these IGDRs are coming out with just frames, which is amazing and going to, you know, net him a bit more damage every time. But yeah. Kind of squaring off here, and this throw is going to kill it. And Nori is going to, you know, take that second round.
He's still hitting just frames, even when the opponent's hit.
He's just showing off at this point. Nice hop, though.
And good confirm on that.
Yeah, and there's the lethal hit. Lethal hit from the gunshot stack going into CE. This is going to be some really, really good damage for Nori.
Definitely like the option to go for CE just to maximize the damage and spaced away from this character.
And that's almost Half-Life. Tries to go for the unblockable because he realized he wasn't going to get pushed back from the soul charge, but still in invincibility frames. But looking good for Nori here.
Okay, nice. And this is where it gets started.
Catches him on the ground trying to roll.
It's happening.
Oh, there's the knee! Really,
you gotta keep blocking even if you don't get grabbed.
God, really? I gotta give to MC. That was a really smart option. Like, realizing that Nori was staying on the ground, so obviously the low throw would whiff, but being aware that and cognizant that Nori could wake up there with any kind of option, noticing that whiff, went immediately for the Wild Rising, I believe that's K, and, you know, just killed any potential Nori had of trying to clap back there. So that was a great option. And we're gonna go into our last game here. Both gentlemen sitting on one.
Yes, this is an amazing experience. It is a little wild. Don't get me wrong, but I like it. Look, I like it when I don't have to watch 5A block. Fire B block. I like it when it gets in the thick of things and it's just getting crazy.
Right. Yeah.
Both players are bringing that.
I agree. Yeah. They're playing very smart and, you know, utilizing their tools appropriately. So again, it's kind of come down to adaptation, and there's a nice throw from Amazing.
He keeps catching Nori, just trying to sidestep a lot. Nice GI and impatience not to GI back, knowing that it could be big.
All right, nice duck on the 50-50. Not that time though.
If it doesn't work once, try it again.
Exactly, and catches him stepping again. Yeah, exactly. We're seeing a lot of that from Amazing because Nori has been stepping a lot. So whether he's throwing or throwing out horizontals, he's stopping him from, you know, starting things up. Although this is going to be a nice back throw and some damage for Nori.
Alright, he's looking for those 7 golden letters.
No, nope. He was, but unfortunately not going to get it. Does get up though, so he doesn't get picked back up.
Oh, goes for the low grab. Oh, you gotta watch it. Either way, it's scary.
Right, and there's a throw, and that's going to throw it out for Nori. Now, one thing I'm not seeing as much from Nori that we have seen in the past is, again, you know, where he's just picking people off with like these, like these 2K. Well, I spoke too soon. He's starting that right now. Or he's just doing this little pokes, getting a little damage. It's starting to start these mind games. Is this going to punish? No, not quite.
I feel like the biggest thing, and he catches him on another sidestep every time. Nori has to be a little bit more patient on those sidesteps and be ready to either tech or just don't do anything.
Right. And yeah, I mean, both these characters can cover a lot of ground in their own way. But, you know, Nori's relying more on that sidestep. Doesn't really capitalize on that ground pound stun, but he's going to get some good damage out of this. This is a one-hit situation.
Whoa, what are you doing? Are you jumping?
Cat him out of the air. That's an Astaroth thing. Like, you know, he can throw and still catch you out of the air. And, yeah.
Pokey. I like the option though. Smart by Nori to kind of be prepared for it.
Right. Nice pick from Nori too. This is gonna punish.
He needs the damage. He still has Soul Charge on deck. But I mean, the Amazing has 2 bars.
Right.
Anything could happen.
I suspect we're gonna see, because he is right by the edge exactly, we're gonna see a Soul Charge right here. He doesn't want to deal with that situation or that run-in pressure from Nori. I think that was a very smart option there. Both got, yeah. Ooh.
Don't do fire moves in front of me.
We're probably going to see a Soul Charge here, or Re-E. That's a good option as well.
I like it.
Ooh, what's going to come down to? Nice sidestep.
Wait!
I don't know if he was...
Maybe he was in awe. He was in awe that he
and this is
dodged
going to
it.
punish, though. Oh, this is going to kill. Great awareness from Roy. That's an amazing step. So, yeah. 3 didn't work out, but Nori unfazed. Still going to be, you know, taking that round there. And we're going to go down to our last round here in this match. This is really hype.
Honestly, this is really bad for Nori right now because Astaroth's sitting on 2 meters. Even if he has 1, things can get really bad once Soul Charge.
And as we just saw from that white flash there, MC has that lethal hit on deck that he can throw out, and that's going to hurt if he manages to land it. We're probably going to see him go for that, you know, potentially a few more times here.
All right, good tech on the grab. Unfortunately, when he was backstepping, he actually did not step guard backwards, so he did get hit in the process.
Right.
So if you guys are unaware, stepping does have startup frames to it, so you have to be very careful.
Right, exactly. And, you know, Nori, that is another thing that I've seen from Nori. He's aware of, you know, when his option doesn't work out, if he can throw another option out safely to either, you know, catch someone's movement or maybe stuff something they're going to do or what have you, or move on his own. So that's always something that I'm impressed with that he does. He's able to see, you know, where his options are and when he's at an advantage and when he's at a disadvantage and when he's just in a neutral situation to kind of make up his mind on what he actually wants to do. But overall, that was an amazing match from both guys. I love the adaptations on both sides. MC was really putting in some work compared to, you know, the last match that he had. And yeah, he definitely was shutting down a lot of what Nori, you know, likes to do, like where Nori's in his comfort zone. And a lot of that was movement.
I felt like Nori was honestly starting to get off his game. Like after that first set, he was like, oh, I got this. This is gonna be a cakewalk, all right? And then MC was like, nah, man, you don't know who I'm playing, all right? Yeah. You've been playing Chicken Wing, but I've gained the embodiment of what a chicken wing is like, all right? So he definitely stepped it up. It was really cool to see that. You know, I always like seeing players who, and I did actually talk with him. I first met Evan actually at NEC, and we talked, and you know, he told me, he was like, man, I just want to find time to just dive more into video games, fighting games. He was like, I really like Soul Calibur a lot. I really want to go deeper. And you know, I'm very happy to see that he's been doing that, and it shows.
Yeah, it's really good to see. So we are going to go ahead and get into our next match here, which is going to be Sweaty Spaghetti versus Xion, and we've already seen these guys tonight. So we are going to get the characters that they initially led off with. We're going to get Nightmare for Xion, and we're going to get Grow for Spaghetti. Now, obviously, recently, Sweaty, you know, proving he has a very pressure-heavy dominant Grow. So let's see how Xion deals with that right off the bat, starting with a lethal hit.
Well, I mean, you said it before, he likes to start with that 6A, and that's not going to be the best option against Grow right off the bat.
He is melting Xion right now. Okay, good re-E. Xion's not having it. He doesn't want to deal with that. And that's a K trade. And
oh, yeah, he's definitely wanting that.
Yeah, he's going to get the B there.
Big boy Nightmare damage. That's a GI a little early.
Nice armor there. Although it does whiff on the Terror Charge option. So Sweaty Spaghetti going up one round here. Shine clapping back though with that drill.
I do like the amount of meters that Xian is making is actually honestly building. It's insane, and I want to see him use it more.
And that's the cool thing about Caliber. And he did hold it too long. He caught him with the unblockable.
You're looking like some spaghetti right now, Sweaty.
I thought Sweaty had sidestepped it enough, but no, he got hit by the hurt box. So Xian coming right back here with a round of his own. And I do love that he's using his meter early and making good use of those situations there. So he's saying to Sweaty, like, hey, I've got armor options, I've got the CE, you can't just freely press buttons. I'm gonna make you think about every decision that you make.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, that being able to build that meter is gonna play such a big role, and that's what he's been doing.
Exactly, Xian is getting the download here. He's saying to Sweaty, again, you need to stop pressing buttons so willy-nilly. Think about what you're doing. And that's exactly what Nightmare wants, because once Nightmare gets in your head and can stop you from just throwing options out here and there that, have better frames than his, he can start controlling the match, he can start controlling space, and he can start getting that momentum, which Xian is doing right now. Exactly, with that armor right there, he's getting right back in. And then GI.
And I love that he's checking him in Soul Charge whenever he does it too. So this is a lot of the things that that's hard to adapt to, like to just take out of your system, right? Because right now, look at Sweaty. He's like, yeah, I'll just keep doing it, whatever, I don't care. And it's hard to take away bad habits when somebody's beating them up. So,
But Xian gonna win this trade, and going right back in. Nice break though, but Sweaty going in with the option. And we're going up 2 rounds apiece with both these guys. Sweaty clapping back here too with some pressure of his own. And yeah, again, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Just keep doing it.
I mean, your opponent has to guess, right? They have to adapt. They can't say, oh, well, why are you doing that? No, I'm doing it because you need to adjust it. And right there,
catches him with the lightning blade. So that could have been good damage for Xian, but doesn't capitalize. Could get with the CE. That's gonna get blocked though.
Good chip though. So all he has to do is put one hit in.
Right. Here's a one-hit situation, and he's plus there. Goes for the armor. What a read.
It's like if he doesn't have CE, he has that. If he doesn't have that, he has CE.
Xian I think he has some character knowledge here, because obviously in a situation like that, throwing a guard crush out grows on, he's plus and he's got advantage, so he can throw something else out, especially against a slower character like Nightmare. So amazing awareness from Xian to recognize that Sweaty had the advantage there, that he was going to hit buttons, and he used an armor move that not only would, protect him in that situation, but also get him the frames he needed to get the damage and close it out. So, oh my gosh, that was a great option there. So we're going to go ahead into our second game here, and Sweaty opting to go back to Killick.
I don't know, man. I think the Crow was really the icing on the cake. This is going to be harder for Killick. I think Killick has to make a lot of good decisions. Nice while rising B, and drops the combo.
Right. Nice GI though. And this is going to be out. Oh. There you go. Yeah. Great options from Sweaty with that card crush, putting him down, picking him right back up for the nice ring out. So far, Killick working out for him. Doing some good combo damage right here, and this is going to be some good pressure.
He's trying to ring him out again.
I think Xian might have thought, he wasn't going to finish the string, but he did.
I'm not even sure.
Potentially. But yeah, still catching him right there. I would have just tried to block it, honestly.
And already up 2 rounds, but almost goes out the ring. Unfortunately. The same thing back, but no. Obviously, AAA would have actually not hit him out the ring, so that's good that he noticed that.
And Sweaty is getting another 3 ring outs. 3 ring outs.
How many broomsticks can we put up?
My God, what a quick turnaround from Sweaty.
Welcome to the stage of history.
I'm amazed. This is great.
All I remember, I think it was like in some martial arts movie or something like that. They were like, sweep the floor. That's all I can keep thinking now. Just sweep the floor.
See it, yeah. But Sweaty, just making good use of all these situations that he's setting up. I mean, Xian got a few things going there, but unfortunately, Sweaty had a clap back every time, and Sweaty played a completely different game there. He wasn't going for damage more so as he was going for, you know, arena positioning and electing to try ring out options, which worked out in his favor.
Oh my god. Monument stance, you gotta be careful. You can't just be throwing horizontals willy-nilly.
And again, so we got a different stage here. This is a bigger stage, and we do have ring outs on every side. Two sides do have low walls. And nice duck. Yeah. I think that's 6-6A for Nightmare.
I feel like right now Sean has to really just slow down. Slow down.
I agree. All right, there's the armor. Good awareness there. I feel he needs to keep getting that going, although the high gets tucked again. He needs to realize that Sweaty is being very aware of when he's throwing these highs out and he's able to react to them. So I think he needs to consider some other options, although doesn't hold the re long enough.
Yeah, I think he was just looking for right here for Sweaty Spaghetti to just kind of do something so he could do it, but it's just not working out for him right now. He's just taking so much damage.
It hits him out of the CE. That armor doesn't cover lows.
Okay, GI just looking for him to do something.
Right. He's looking for the havoc there. Doesn't break the low command throw either. Everything is going in Sweaty's favor right now. This is a one-hit situation. Catches him on the low coming in, and that's gonna do it.
You know, okay, I take it back. The Killick was the option. That was the secret check.
It's an amazing option. What I think it boiled down to was not as much the character select. I mean, that did play a big part in it, but also Sweaty completely changed his mindset on how he approached this matchup. Because he saw in the first game that while he was, you know, being able to play a lot of his pressure game, get a lot of damage out of it, and melt away Xian's health bar, Xian recognized, you know, all the hits he was putting in when he was hitting and using his armor to, you know, shut any of that down and get his own game going. So I feel Sweaty spaced a little more. He was more cognizant of when Xian was throwing out a lot of highs and, you know, punishing them while rising and capitalizing on those. And then obviously being aware of, you know, where Xian was placed in the arena and getting his ring outs where he could. And yeah, like it was just a completely different mentality. I feel like he went from pressuring and just getting as much damage as possible to letting Xian pretty much hang himself for the rest of the match.
Absolutely. I mean, but hey, look, that's a part of the game. You got to be ready to adjust. And, you know, I think with the grow, there's a good adjustment to just stop being the aggressive player that he naturally is. And
I agree. Yeah.
Killick was the best option to do that. It's a defensive character, as many say. But hey, he still had the opportunities to turn it up and actually be an aggressive player. So that was still pretty cool to see that he knew when to hold back there.
Right, and that's not an easy matchup for Nightmare, Grow, in that regard. So I really have to give it to Xian for understanding how to deal with that constant in-your-face pressure. And a side note, unrelated, of course, but one thing I just thought of that crossed my mind. I know I've been using, you know, he, him, whatnot for all of these players. If any of these players prefer other pronouns, please feel free to let me and Mesa know in the chat or vice versa so we can utilize everyone's pronouns correctly.
Absolutely.
But we're going to go ahead and get right back into our next match, keep this action going.
So we're going to be having a Lord Touch Me.
Versus Chicken Wing. And based on how based on how these guys have played before, I'm gonna assume we're getting an Ivy Astaroth, and yes, we are.
You heard my calling. You put the top hat on. It's time. It's ready. The buffs are in.
Yes, I love it.
Wait. Is that Huang?
No, he just put the Huang hat. Put the hat on. That's Astaroth. It's Astaroth.
My brain was frying for a second. I was
gonna say, if that's Huang hit the gym hard.
Yeah, I was like, yo, he's bigger than he's supposed to be. I just tried him out yesterday. There's no way.
Man, love the costumes, guys. Great to see him. We're gonna go ahead and get right into it. And all right, Lord Touch Me already starting off the spacing game here. Breaks the throw.
You know, Chicken Wing will go for those throws.
He does, and right now I feel they're just kind of figuring each other out. Like, all right, gets him with the sweep there, gets him some good damage. Catches him getting up with the low command throw. It's gonna wall spot. It does. Gets a little bit of damage off of it.
I like that he's still trying to keep the far away game plan here and not try to go in, considering that, you know, being in front of Astroth as Ivy just isn't probably the best place.
Exactly. Oh, catches him out of the air there. And all right, I mean, Chicken Wing making good use.
I like the cancel.
No, it's gonna hurt. Yeah. Bull Rush a little bit too linear in that situation, considering where Lord Touch Me was placed. So he's gonna go up 1 round to 0 here. Although Chicken Wing was getting in there, he was, you know, punishing Lord Touch Me stepping here and there. So, and this is gonna be a big Titan Bomb.
This is looking good for Chicken Wing right here near the wall. Going for the armor grab. Oh, what are you doing, little girl?
Alright, nice Bull Rush. Catches him with the low. And this is where Astaroth essentially wants summon. Oh, this is a good soul charge from Touch Me to get him out of the way.
Don't know if I like him running in, though. Like, that felt a little, like, hyper aggressive with the low life. And I felt like he could have played a little bit longer game. He had time on the block.
Right, and of course Chicken Wing, you know, Bull Rush is a tech crouch, so obviously it went under that unblockable high. So Chicken Wing coming back with a round of his own. If he can keep getting in, he definitely has a chance to take this.
Oh, yeah.
Goes for the unblockable, and that's gonna hurt. And Touch
trying
Me.
to push him off.
All right. Oh, it was a great sidestep. It doesn't capitalize on it.
And right now, this is just all going back into Chicken's favor, and near the wall, breaks the wall, and is looking for an opportunity here. Goes for his CE
And
catching
catches him. Caught him stepping. Great fake out from Chicken Wing, and Ivy's gonna take a ride on the Ferris wheel. Good night.
So that's a big thing I see Chicken Wing do a lot. He likes to do these fake cancels into, you know, another option, whether it's you know, scooping you up with a grab or just attacking you. But like, he does make these good decisions on the fly. It's like strong Oki that you just have to guess purely.
Yeah, again, he's trying to play a very complicated meta, and I feel that works the earlier you establish it in a match, which I feel he's starting to do here, and it's working out in his favor. And Touch Me is just, he's not being able to get anything going, and this is gonna punish.
I like that, because what he did there, he like looked at Touch Me and was like, I don't know what I want to hit you with. All right, I guess I'll use CE.
Yeah, and Chicken Wing's gonna go ahead and take this first game.
Hwang will be proud of you. You've assassinated your enemy in the worst possible way that was not silent.
Right. So, in regards to Lord Touch Me, I you know, he is playing Ivy appropriately in a lot of ways. He's utilizing her, you know, her spacing techniques. He's utilizing, you know, a bit of her pushback factor. And then when he's realizing that he's being blocked or things miss, he is going for these kind of quick pokes to essentially stop Chicken Wing from, you know, going into a throw or, you know, starting something up there. So that's smart. He, you know, even if the option doesn't work out for him, he's still trying to maintain the neutral. But, you know, outside of that, he needs to, you know, start being cognizant of some of these verticals that are whiffing and, you know, trying to get some different things started. That's a good start.
Oh, absolutely. And I think this is the good range right here. Don't even move forward. You know, I like to check just to make sure that Chicken Wing doesn't run forward. But it's going to be still a little risky. Like, a lot of these vertical moves, I think you should stay with the horizontal. Force him to run forward so you can use the vertical.
Exactly. But I like what Chicken Wing was doing there. He's being annoying. He's being very annoying, just chipping away at Lord Touch Me with these moves. And again, playing that whole, you know, oh, catches him with the horizontal, that hurts.
Finding his way in.
Yeah, but using that kind of like just fighting game technique is just using the same thing over and over until somebody does something. And that's a mind game in and of itself. All right, and
right there, Chicken Wing trying to go for the hyper armor grab, but unfortunately,
yeah, that was a good option.
Not accepting it.
Yeah, it was a good option, realizing he was low on life, so he kind of wanted to protect himself a little bit, but not working out in his favor. And
you know, I do like that Chicken Wing is trying his best to just stay in, but Lord Touch Me is just not having it. Just saying, stay back, stay as far away, unless I tell you to come forward.
Right, and I love the Calamity Symphony. Finally seeing that in the second game here. Is this going to catch him stepping? It does, and this is going to kill. All right.
Very, very good read on that situation there by Lord Touch Me. Just really kind of just noticing that, you know, Chicken Wing is doing a lot of these sidestepping and trying to move his way in.
Yeah, he's trying to keep that mid-range space where he wants to be when Astro's trying to play a little more of a spacing game. But yeah, Touch Me realizing that he was stepping, so I think that was a great option.
Like these options, throwing a little bit of too many highs though.
Exactly, and this is what I'm talking about right here. This is what Ivy needs to be doing. You know, she's throwing out these long options, but she's still catching people running in on her.
And I'm definitely noticing that Lord Touch Me is always, after throwing a move, he's trying to sidestep, trying to create some space, trying to move out. You'll see it here. Goes for a move, probably will sidestep just to keep himself safe.
And this is gonna hurt. I wonder if this is gonna kill.
Oh, definitely walk, right? No?
Not quite. All right, but does run in and gets the mid for the round. Chicken Wing not going down without a fight in this game. All right, Touch Me backing off there. I like it. And again, just creating a situation where Chicken Wing has to either force himself in or avoid something getting. Although
nice
Bull Rush.
Bull Rush.
That was an amazing option. This is gonna hurt too.
Oh, scoops and then gets Oki. Keeps it simple.
This is gonna hurt too. Not gonna kill, but very, very close.
Still charged, so you keep it. Save the meter.
Yeah, I like it. It's not a bad idea considering he's low in life, and he's still gonna get another bar back this round. So sitting on 2 bars a meter when Chicken Wing has none is a very significant advantage.
Probably gonna see a soul charge come out a little sooner than before. I mean, he has access to it.
I love this. I love it. See, this is the annoying stuff you have to be doing that's just going to get in your opponent's head. It seems cheap, but it works.
Yeah, absolutely. You just want to throw it out there because, like, you know, at the same time, he has to either GI it or, you know, make a good option. But hey, why does it matter when you got grabs and you can just do, you know, massive damage?
Yeah, man, that was a really good sidestep, and that's going to close it out for Chicken Wing. Man,
I just like what Lord Touch Me was doing at the end. You know, the little pokes, it was making sense. Maybe try to get Astroff to GI, because remember, Astroff has very, very slow startup on a lot of his moves. So that was a really good idea from Lord Touch Me.
And I saw some good things again, you know, like I was talking about from Touch Me, was, you know, he was utilizing a lot of his pokes to kind of, you know, stop Chicken Wing from getting things started, and then turning those pokes and that frame advantage into mix-ups and going into Serpent's Embrace and going from there, which, you know, gives Ivy more of a pressure ability in a situation, especially against a slow character like Astaroth. So I feel, you know, he had the right idea there, but, you know, I feel like if he had kept that up, I think he would have had a better chance, and he could have started, you know, putting some of his own mind games into Chicken Wing's head. But unfortunately, you know, Chicken Wing just kept the pressure up. He kept getting in, which I feel was Lord Touch Me's downfall in that match.
Absolutely.
Welcome
you know what
to
it
the
was?
stage of
Lord
history.
Touch Me didn't say, don't touch me, no. That's really good. Just didn't say no.
Yeah.
Keep it.
Swiper, no swiping.
Where's Dora when you need the backpack, honestly?
I know.
It's just maps everywhere. But, you know, this is going to be... Look, I'll let this slide, all right, landslide? You got the sun hat. You're out. You're on the beach. You're actually... Are they in the desert? I think they're in the desert.
Yeah, Voldo's taking a vacation. So lore-wise, story-wise, Voldo's a bodyguard in like this deep, dark kind of muddy pit canyon place. So he's on vacation right now. He's trying to get
on vacation at Olympus. Okay, I like it.
He's getting some sun. He's getting that vitamin D that he so desperately needs. But yeah, we're getting into our game here. We've got Landslide rocking Voldo. We've got Cram rocking the Killick. And so far, pretty decently matched on both sides. Both guys kind of feeling out the neutral.
I like how he lifts him back up and says, hey, stand here for me so I can talk to you for a second.
Yeah, catches him getting up low. Doesn't get the follow-up there. Trying to get some good damage here. And an Oki situation. Goes for the hop. He tries to get something started. The throw gets broken.
I like that because he played it safe. If he would have went hard, he might have done back turn K, and it would have gotten blocked and we would have got launched, probably killed him there. So it's good he just played it safe.
I agree. There's good awareness, especially being right there by the wall. A lot of things can happen by the wall that may end up not in your favor. So I like the caution, especially since these guys are still kind of figuring each other out. Whiff throw, nothing happens as I
between the legs, and you gotta be ready for that tech. And unfortunately, he might have just been guarding too much.
We're just going for unblockables.
Yeah, why not?
That is a classic kill it get up option. And Cram's gonna bounce right back here with a round of his own.
And I do like the pressure from Krams. Krams not really trying to give any chance to Landslide to make any options to do anything.
Right, up. Alright. Gets another pop-up. Gonna get some good damage off of this. Goes for the low.
Oh,
Goes
another
for another low. Yeah. And I like this pressure from Cram. He's not hitting buttons willy-nilly. He's being very smart about what he throws out here.
He obviously knows that if he whips, it could be really big for Landslide here. You know,
Right,
Landslide could definitely just swoop right in, trip him off his legs, and then put him in a really bad scenario. What? What are you doing over there?
Hey, he's on vacation. He's dancing, man.
He forgot he was even in a fight. It's all good.
Yeah. It's line dancing day on the cruise.
They should have given him like fans for his fingers.
Yeah, and I like this this mix-up game that Landslide's doing. Unfortunately, the re-E, Felix using a safe option
He's
here.
got the ring out. He wants the ring out.
He wants it. He's gonna get it.
That's
Great awareness
really
from
big.
Cram there. Yeah. So Cram, adjusting right off the bat and taking those 3 games back after that first one. I still liked what it was doing there. I mean, he started, to get a little bit of Mantis Crawl mixed up going. He's starting to get a lot of that back turn kind of, what I like to call more of a scary tactic going, because back turn Voldo is just terrifying. Let's be honest.
Oh, absolutely.
So-
Honestly, Landslide just couldn't get started. That was the biggest thing. Cram was always throwing something to stuff any Manta Crawl or anything like that.
Exactly, and he was just being very cognizant of that mid-range game and just poking where he could and taking, his little punishes where he could and just pretty much shutting down Landslide's options there so he couldn't get anything started. So, I wonder what we're going to see from Landslide. Maybe some more pressure this time around.
Nice sidestep, but unfortunately getting hit by the back turn K. And I like that Landslide's being a little bit more aggressive here, but that's going to be big damage, and you gotta watch it again.
Catches him with the mid, big damage. Goes for the backswing low, and that's going to take a round for Cram. He is just covering all of his options here.
Absolutely. I mean, Killick is a really solid character. Most people wouldn't say the best, but I don't know, man. He's getting these ring outs pretty well.
His just awareness is impeccable this match. It's really cool to see. I want Landslide to get something started here, but he rips. Cram keeps capitalizing on and getting his damage like he did right there. And Landslide needs to stop ducking so much because Cram keeps catching him with so many mids. Right, I like the soul charge. I like using the meter.
Yeah, he tried to definitely get that 6-6 speed going. Oh my god, fire move! Oh, you're dead already? You didn't even do anything after that. You just hit the wall and died.
Yeah. Oh, that's rough, man. Like,
I mean, Landslide was definitely looking to block.
Yeah, unfortunately, everything that Landslide, was kind of where his mind was at was, appropriate for the most part. But just Cram, was kind of, it's like playing chess. I feel like Cram was just kind of 2 steps ahead of him, covering all of his options, covering, the meta and whatnot. And he just made everything work for him.
Yeah, Landslide actually saying he's never seen the CE into Zora before, so that's all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, gotcha.
It's a become a more commonly known thing. It's a little bit hard if you are, there's not a lot of Killicks that play the game. I'll be honest with you. There's very few. There's a lot of good ones. Obviously, you have like Party Wolf, you have people like Twice a Day, you have my
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say there's a player named Mind Wolf. Yep.
Yeah, you have Mind Wolf, you have Nelly, you have a few others who are also playing. So,
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the buzz right now is saying Killick's now pretty low tier, not like bottom, but he's lower on the tier list now. I mean, I still think he's pretty solid. I think he's still very viable. You just have to kind of play him a little differently. I feel like you have to play him a little more patiently and in like a more pokey way, like Cram was here. And just more of less pressure, more just controlling space and controlling your opponent's options. And kind of like checking them here and there. But yeah, props to Cram for just, man, that man had the download like that.
I mean,
But-
I honestly think you got to remember the MC Amazing team just put together. They don't have the same type of training regimen as Rowdy Fighters does. So maybe this will be a good opportunity for them to come together and just play more often and really learn more about the game. It doesn't matter win or lose, right? The whole idea is, one, yeah, they're doing really well and they're learning from this and they're adapting really well. And I would like to see that continuously keep happening.
Right, I agree. And, they are putting up a heck of a fight, and we're being treated to a really nice show tonight. So I'm enjoying every bit of this, and I agree with you. Every tournament, team tournament, single player tournament, casual, competitive is an opportunity to learn. And, in this sense, as a team, they can all come together and, help point things out for each other and start, giving each other matchup practice and really, really delving into, each player's shortcomings, and also strengths. So, yeah, I think they're going to get a lot. Yeah, I think we're going to get a lot out of this. But yeah, we are getting into Landslide versus Nori here. So we got Voldo versus Cervantes. Voldo's still on vacation. It's sunset, though. He's getting ready for the luau.
I love how he's just poking at him. He's like, I don't really want to do anything today. I'm a little lazy.
No, I like it. I like it a lot. Although Nori coming right back here and just stuffing some of these options. Throw broken, though.
I like how Nori's trying to be patient here, but, he wants to go in. Nice GI with the face.
The back and forth with that was really impressive. And that's almost going to do it. Throws for the low. Doesn't quite... Oh, my God!
Oh?
What are the chances? What are the chances?
I don't think you can normally see that between these two characters. That's the weird part.
Not so much, but that's definitely going to be a clip we're going to save. All right, Nori going in. Probably trying to catch a tech in there. Doesn't quite get much out of it.
I feel like Nori's just going in. He doesn't even care. He's like, I just want to hit something.
Right. Landslide going for unblockables. Nori going for IGDRs.
Everybody's on vacation today.
You guys are just having fun here. I love it. This is turning into Soul Calibur 2.
I do love the patience from Landslide, because Landside's really trying not to commit to anything, especially having a life lead.
Exactly, and in games like this, when you have space to move around, this is going to punish and that's going to hurt. If you have the life lead, nobody says you have to go in and do anything. You can just run away, and it's totally fair and totally a valid tactic. And I feel, Landslide was very aware of that and made use of it.
Landslide just playing patient, knows that can use the wall there.
Nice IGDR, punish, got some gunshots in there.
And I feel like Nori's just trying to get something started here, and finally does. Finish it out here.
Yeah, Nori is spacing a little bit more. I think he's starting to get a little more patient and, getting a lot of these whiff punishes. That's where he's getting a lot of his damage.
It's just scary to let Voldo get any offense started and really pressure you, because guard breaks are a real thing.
Right, I think he might have hit him out of a CE or a soul charge there. All right, good throw. And one hit situation for Landslide here. Let's see what he does. All right.
Oh, okay, good soul charge. Didn't opt to go for the CE, which I do like, because then you get more options. You get to open up with more moves and more extensions. You can see it right here. Tries to go for the grab. Would have been really big damage. Possibly could have been close to killing.
Yeah, and actually Cervantes has a command throw in soul charge that is very damaging. So he was probably looking for that. Having all those mids that just landed, so he probably was trying to get Landslide to stay standing in that regard, but unfortunately he still ducked and was able to close that out. I like the patience from Nori though. When that whiffed, he was still able to block the mid, but when he went in, Landslide was cognizant of that and still hit him with I believe it was a 2A. So Landslide going up 1-0 here, although that was pretty close. Actually, it was insanely close. But we're going to go ahead and get into our second game here. Another really big stage, so I'm curious what shenanigans these guys are going to get into. Nori going in with an IGDR punish right off the bat.
Tries to go for, he's been trying to set that up, and he's only gotten it a few times for it to be plus, but, Landslide definitely keeping that really, really clean and just getting out of that scenario, and now getting all of this outfit started, but Nori doesn't care.
It's going to hurt. Nori doesn't care. He's going to get his damage. This is a very, very close race so far, and this is going to hurt. Not quite kill, but yeah, Landslide's going to get the throw, and that's going to finish that first round out.
What? Landslide trying to find a way into the ocean, but can't make it.
Boldo does that. It kind of reminds me of Dampierre from. Character is crazy. All right, Nori's starting to go in and get that, that small caliber game going. To try and get in Landslide's head here, but Landslide's not having it. Going for these mix-ups and landing them.
Landslide just has so many tricks up his sleeve. Like, he's just making you guess, and it's so hard, especially when he goes for lows. So I think that's really what's really killing a lot of Nori's life here.
Right. And Nori, okay, so Nori's electing to still kind of go for his repetitive game into a mix-up, and we'll see if it, starts paying off. It's one of those kind of like overtime conditioning things that you need to really commit to. But if you do, it can really pay off. And like there, he's going for the 2K again. So there we go. Yeah, he's definitely conditioning Landslide to at least start blocking low.
And Landslide does have soul charge on him.
Yeah. Or start stepping.
Never mind.
That's gonna be a ring out.
I honestly believe once the wall was there, Nori already knew it was over. Period.
Right. Well, that was a ring out setup from him. So once he got that, unbreakable throw, that was it.
Nice. Nori going for. That's a really scary situation. Nori could have got a lot more off of that.
Nori's Oh, doesn't quite get that, but we do see that he has that lethal hit on deck, so he's definitely going to be looking for that.
Nori has not stopped pressuring since the beginning of this round. That, Landslide had to slow things down. And even though this is killing his soul charge, it doesn't matter. He has to slow down the momentum. And right here, getting something started, and that's what he needed. Clash.
Yeah. Still really scary situation, though. He had so much life that he had to work on there. So Nori coming right back, making some adjustments. I like it. I like it a lot. I think he, again, was being a little more cognizant of, and we saw this in the last game, of when, Landslide was whiffing or, throwing things out when he might not have been that safe, and then just capitalizing on that. Even if it wasn't a lot of damage, he was still making it happen, and then getting right back in and, keeping that momentum up. So it's going to be interesting because I feel like this last game is going to be a bit of a tug of war. I feel like potentially Landslide might start pressuring a little bit more. We might see some more Manta crawl. We might see a little bit more back turn mix up and stuff. And this is already a good start. Yeah, that's the Boulder stuff.
And Landslide feeling more comfortable knowing he can't get wrung out and just going for what he knows best right here. Oh, tries to go for the unblocker. That's got to be scary to think that that's on deck and could just freeze up. It's a thing that happens.
It does happen. And yeah, Landslide coming right back with all that pressure, all the mix-up potential that Boldo has and making good use of it to take that first round.
He got Armor King in his tidy whitey, trying his best
Listen,
to find his clothes here.
Listen, Dad had to wake up. He had to get out of his chair.
And Landslide just honestly kind of keeping the pressure up and just going with the flow. Just nothing is stopping Landslide at the moment.
He's not doing anything.
Nice little
Why he jumped there?
Bullet?
That had to be an accident. That had to be an accident.
I'm gonna call it wasn't. It was too. That was very.
He knew he sidestepped it and just didn't care. All right, Nori's in a bad place right now. He's got, I think, something happening really fast. All right, catches him on the toes.
I like that though. I like the teleport into it, but unfortunately, a little too late.
Yeah, I feel like something just like clicked with Landslide right there. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if he's like been holding back this whole time. I don't want to make that assumption, or if he's just completely downloaded Nori in this past game. Like maybe he just saw everything. Maybe he's like, I'm substituting for Raven and not so Raven. I had a vision. I saw everything. I saw everything this man's gonna do. I'm gonna shut him down right now. And he just made so many good decisions there and really utilized Boldo's toolkit really well.
I really want to just say it's the stage. The stage really gave Landslide, in my opinion, that comfort, right? To not worry about ring outs. Plus, it's a smaller stage. It's not this huge stage where we're just gonna throw things out and just kind of be. Look, everybody likes to have fun, but at the same time, you want to win, right? So
Exactly.
finally they got on the stage. It was 1-1. Lenside was like, all right, time to step it up. All right, you're in front of me. You can't run anywhere.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the stage did play a big part again because we didn't have ring outs to deal with, and Voldo not really being known as a big ring out character, and obviously small stage. So in that situation, I feel Voldo had a lot more potential to get his mix-up game started, to get pressure started, to stay in Nori's face and kind of prevent him from really spacing him out, backing off, and starting Survey stuff. So yeah, great game to both guys. Love the back and forth adjustment, and really fun to watch. So gonna get into our next game here. Yeah.
So we're gonna actually be having only this match and then one more, and that's gonna be it.
Oh no! I want more.
Right?
I want give me more.
If you want more? They better go down to the last round of every game.
Listen,
2-1.
I'll get on and play. I'll play all of you in a row. Let's go. I've not seen one Zhonghua yet.
I haven't seen a Huang yet. All right, I'll give it a shot. I'm not good with him, but I'll do it. All right.
Okay, go for it. You got.
Setsuka main though. I'll Setsuka.
Oh,
I like
okay.
anime, so I'll stick with my anime.
Love Setsuka. All right, so we're gonna get into it. We got SA Rob versus MC Amazing, Astroth versus Ivy.
And
now
we've seen MC Amazing adapt really fast, but we know Rob is a really solid player. Will play that distance and actually punish you for doing any mistake. But mistakes doesn't matter.
That hurts. Yeah. So good awareness from MC Amazing. Realizing he had that low wall
Your
stun.
A5 rank means nothing right now. You're fighting Astro.
Rank only means so much, guys. But okay, Rob getting some stuff started here, using that. He's not rushing in, not doing anything too crazy. He's trying to use the spacing that Ivy has. But this is gonna hurt, and he's out.
Stay away from the wall. Okay, like it's okay if it's a wall, but if it's a half wall or no wall. You gotta get away. And it's hard for Ivy because this is what she wants, right? She wants to keep that distance, but Astroth just keeps closing the gap.
Right. I love the Calamity Symphony from Rob. Great way to get that started. Great way to get some damage. And here we go with the spacing game. Trying to catch MC whipping.
And I like that MC Amazing is actually making these good decisions here. He's trying to go for the grabs when he feels like really comfortable. He's not trying to force it all the time, so that's good on his part. Nice launcher there. Gets the grab out the air. Where are you going?
This is going to be a setup into the ski, and that's going to... This should kill, based on guts. Yeah. So, man. MC just coming in with all the steam here and just shutting down everything Rob was doing. I feel like Rob was trying to, space him out a bit, catch him whiffing there, but again, not the biggest stage. Yeah, not the biggest stage in the world.
Like if Rob has more space, he's gonna be able to play around that, and it's gonna be hard because look, you can't pick your stage. It's random. That's how
exactly.
It works. So
you got
a bigger stage. Yeah,
you have a bigger stage. No walls. All ring outs all around. So that's definitely gonna play a factor. Both these characters do have some really good ring out options, especially Ivy. More so than Astroth, but let's see how Rob changes things up. We know he's got the comeback factor. We know he's got the experience and the patience to make things happen.
I'm playing the distance game. I like this way better now.
Yes.
This stage alone already shows that it gives Rob more room to move around, to not really be too afraid of making bigger swipes and decisions here.
Nice. Yeah, and see he's backing off a bit and just letting MC Amazing run in and either whiff or, he's just sidestepping and whatnot, so.
Good block on MC right there. Even though he was sidestepping, he didn't overcommit to something.
Yeah, alright, this is what Rob needs to be doing. He's letting MC just run in and hang himself. Because MC obviously playing Astroth. He wants to just get in, start his throw mix-ups, start that mind game. And Rob is just saying, okay, you can run in, I'll just sidestep you and punish you for it. So, Rob is being very patient right now. And yeah, he's just kind of, again, letting MC start to hang himself a bit.
Oh, nice read on the crouch. MC trying to get some more out of it, but gets another grab. Does not matter. Good damage. And unfortunately, Rob tried to sidestep there and didn't step guard and got blown up.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. All right, this is going to be a nice counter hit for some good damage and a setup.
Nice
Just
slide.
goes for the running K, because why not? Nice, nice, nice. That is going to be a perfect. Really, really good stepping from Rob, and that was a very quick round.
Unfortunately, you know, it's hard for Astaroth to play on these bigger stages where closing gaps against characters that have long range just makes it so much harder. Even when he's in, they're still not he's still not fully in. He has to keep forcing Oki setups here.
And especially, you know, it being hard against Ivy, she has a lot of pushback factor to, you know, her long range options. All right, I like the soul charge. It's gonna get that part. Yeah.
The timing was just a little off for Rob. He was definitely prepared for it though.
He definitely was fishing for that ring out. I think he was initially trying to set that up from the start, and this is gonna kill. Yep. Rob gonna spend the meter on the CE in the setup, and oof. Just like Nancy Sinatra, these boots are made for walking, baby.
No, I do want to see if Amazing can withhold some of these grabs a little bit and kind of sneak them in after throwing out a few more attacks. Because, like, honestly, he's doing very well against Rob. He's making good decisions, but at the same time, a lot of the damage is coming from the outspacing, the poking that Rob's doing when he has these bigger stages. So hopefully we can get a medium stage.
Yeah,
where we could see MC kind of work around that, but still be able to have an opportunity to play for throwing off the stage and more.
Right, and we are gonna get, well, we're gonna get our Astral Plane stage. So this is gonna be a smaller-ish stage, at least to start. We're gonna have walls all the way around, but these walls are breakable. So once you hit these walls 3 times, they're gone, and we have all ring outs. So that's definitely gonna play a strategic factor in how these guys, you know, approach the matchup.
I feel like Astroph's like, welcome to my world.
Yeah.
You are going nowhere this time.
You can't have nowhere to run. MC just coming in with all these throws. Already got Rob at half life. Man. Oof. Rob unfortunately whiffing that Calamity Symphony, and MC's gonna clap right back with a perfect.
Well, I'm pretty sure Rob's gonna have to adapt to it, and he's gonna be looking for it this time. It's definitely something that has been working very well for MC, and I mean that is part of Astroph's game plan, but he got a lot of free ones like this right here.
That armor.
Oh,
nice duck from Rob though. Doesn't get much out of it, but still gets a punish.
And you know, MC hasn't done that. Oh, very nice. Yeah. Catching Rob off guard there a little bit. Big damage.
Rob ducked into the guard crush there, and MC coming right back with 2 rounds. He's on match point.
You know what's crazy is they haven't even broken a wall yet.
I know, right?
He's done so many grabs.
Wow, they just try to grab each other. Yeah. All right, good Calamity Symphony from Rob.
It's the first one he's gotten for a while.
Yeah.
I like the soul charge just to say, hey, back up. It's still my turn.
Second hit being out the armor there. Good awareness from Rob on that sidestep. Doesn't quite get much out of that due to the spacing, but...
I like double bull rush again. I like how he's trying to mix it up this time, but soul charge is going to come out from Rob. And Rob's actually going to be putting on some pressure here. Going to get that round.
I love the soul charge. I love the soul charge. He knew MC was coming in. He knew he had his back to the wall. He did not want to deal with that. Great usage.
We're probably going to see Rob try to hold this soul charge or this meter in general. It goes for the unblockable, of course.
Yeah. MC just waking up with a knee and still catching Rob, so... Alright, good option from Rob.
I like that he went for the option for grabbing, but nice GI. And gonna get the power breaker, back breaker, bomb breaker.
Yeah, although this is gonna do it. Rob's gonna clench that second round.
Lots of meter, tasty meter.
So much meter. So much meter on deck. I want to see MC use it. There you go.
There we go.
Get out of that throw situation. Going in with full rush. Even on
it's the grab. All right.
Happens.
Okay.
Great soul charge from Rob.
I like this for Rob, but unfortunately he's back to the wall. Finally gets out with the tech roll. That's good.
All right, the soul charging back and forth. I love it. Both these guys just using all their meter. Nice Calamity Symphony. Not gonna kill, but gonna get close.
Oh, I like that he tried to check to see if he had the crouch block. Plus, and then now you gotta guess. Good tech grab. And Rob trying to close it out with the low. Oh,
the knee. Man, that was a nail biter. Oh, I love it. Sorry, I gotta decompress for a second. That was a great match.
Thinking, how many grabs really happened?
So many. I'm more astounded. Just overall today, I'm more astounded by the number of just running Ks that we've seen. People just running in and just slide tackling. It's like we're playing FIFA over here.
You know what it is? It's one of those things where most people don't use it because it's really highly punishable. It's kind of something you can see and kind of block on reaction, but it's really hard online. I'm going to be honest. It's a lot harder online, and it's part of the mix-up. And I feel like people nowadays playing this game have been going back to expand what moves they use in certain scenarios, because honestly, nobody really uses it that much. There's a few times where you'll see people use it and they're like, wow, I didn't expect that. Of course not. So it's really good to see them using it.
Exactly, yeah. And it's more so like an old school technique. Obviously, back in like Soul Edge and Soul Calibur 2 and what have you days before, the franchise started introducing more mechanics and more moves and all kinds of, ways of playing it, So it's always been that thing that's always been there as kind of like an echo of, old school past. So for me, it's always a treat when someone just pulls that out of nowhere and like, yep, you did that.
You know what it is? That's what you used to do when you first started playing the games as a little kid. You'd be like, oh man, I could slide kick you. Oh, I'm doing it all the time.
I did that so much. I just always try to ring people out. It was the best thing ever.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That was the ring out monster back then. Oh man.
All right, so Calibur thing about me, my favorite stage in all Soul Calibur, any game ever, was Yoshimitsu's stage from Soul Calibur 3, the lava stage. And
okay.
Anytime I got in there, it's like all I would go was for ring outs. I just wanted to kick people in the lava. It was just so satisfying.
You definitely should have been playing Mortal Kombat. That was the Mortal Kombat mentality. You were playing the wrong game at the time.
Yeah, that was a ring fatality, right? Okay. I'm trying to remember which one it was, but anyway, I am so impressed by both teams tonight. They're just going back and forth and giving us some great matches. So thank you guys all for coming out and playing. We're going to go ahead and get into, I believe this is our last match on stream, correct? All right. Last match of the night, guys.
And you know what? We've been seeing Artsy Nate do a lot of interesting things with Yoshimitsu. He's been really putting a lot of pressure on these Rowdy Fighter guys, and they've been struggling with him. I'm going to be honest. He's been putting in the work here. And I want to see how Rob deals with him. I mean, this is a very hard matchup if you're just getting into Soul Calibur, or if you are at that midpoint in Soul Calibur where you're learning a lot more, but you don't know everything yet. And this character is really going to test your knowledge and your reactions and how you pressure. So
exactly,
we'll see how he deals with it.
Yeah. All right. Just checking the Discord chat. Okay, cool. But yeah, no, I agree. And this is going to be a bit of a classic, keep out, want to get in kind of matchup. Not to say Ivy can't deal with Yoshi when he's in her face, but I'm going to probably expect a little more spacing from Rob as he starts the match off backing up and throwing a 6-6A out to push him back.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be an interesting match because, like I said, Artsy Nate really understands how to play Yoshimitsu, considering, that's probably from a Tekken standpoint too. So he's going to have some tricks up his sleeve that Rob's going to have to be prepared for.
Exactly. Good sidestep too. And that's going to do it. All right. Nate going in with the pressure, getting a lot of these mids and then capitalizing on them. So it's a great way to start this match off for him.
And Rob looking to get something started here. Gets the low. Nice duck already. Definitely showing his knowledge there.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna punish.
That's gonna punish. Oh man. Good job by Nate. You know what? Nate's been really pretty on point with that.
Yeah. And the good thing about those is that even if it does get blocked, he's still plus. But yeah. Rob's still, keeping the life lead pretty even here, although Nate's gonna get some damage. Doesn't really get much out of the follow-up, if anything. Alright, Rob going up to Calamity Symphony. Nice stuff from Nate, though. And
trying to close it out there, but not enough. And he's gonna get the here.
Yeah. And Nate opting for the meter there. The last hit of that is a guard crush, which beats out reversal edge.
Oh, has his back, but doesn't do anything to it. Kind of showing him a lot of respect here.
Yeah, oh, unfortunately, that was pretty unsafe, although Artsy just goes in for the throw.
This matchup's looking really, it's looking really in Nate's favor here. I think he's playing it so well. Really mixing it up, making it hard for Rob here to kind of get
another MK, yeah. I personally feel
soccer kick.
Yeah. Rob is he's being very patient, but he's being like just very observant. I feel like he always starts a little slow. That was an input error, unfortunately. I feel like he always starts a little bit slow, and builds momentum as he goes and as he downloads somebody. And as I say that, getting around of his own, staying in this first game. Nice sidestep.
I like what Rob's doing here, being patient, backing off, waiting for an opportunity, letting Nate kind of just throw stuff. But unfortunately, another punish again on this.
And Nate is hungry for soul tonight. He just wants all the soul.
I feel like Rob's not paying attention to it and respecting the meter when Nate has it.
Yeah, or he just thinks he's in range to at least hit him on block with the 6-6A, but he has been whiffing it, so nice duck from Nate.
Nate just trying to close it out here.
Yeah, Nate just keeping the pressure up, yeah.
Okay, good. No fire, but hey, still trying to keep the pressure up. Nice launcher. There's going to be good, solid damage for Rob here. Really turning around.
Try to catch him waking up in the mid. Oh! Gets him the clip, he's simply running in. Oh my god.
That's as clutch as you can make it.
That was, yeah, that was insanely clutch. And Rob is making very smart moves here. He's making very smart options to try to, beat out what Nate thinks he's going to do. But yeah, it's Rob, once again, proving he's got that comeback factor and he can be patient.
Probably a mistake there. He was so close to him.
Nice 9K. Nate is looking for this wall.
Nice tech, but remember, that's going to take a little bit of life, and that does play a big role the more you think about it.
It does. This is going to be pretty dangerous for Rob right there. Nice back off from Nate, though. Doesn't want to deal with that. This is going to hurt.
Getting some hefty damage here, just not caring. Oh, got a guess time.
Yeah, right, B-trade. And
oh, I like it.
Nate gonna close it out with a door knocker.
I really like the option that Rob went for, but Nate was just a little bit more prepared than I thought he was.
I believe Ivy gets a lethal hit out of that K option after a trade. So Rob definitely being aware of where his damage would have been in that situation and what could have potentially closed that round out for him. Unfortunately, Nate blocked and just took advantage of the neutral and door knockered him to death. But yeah, again, Rob showing us he's got the comeback factor, he's got the experience to make changes and switch things up and read his opponent accordingly. So I'm expecting, a lot of, adaptation in this next game. So we'll see if Nate can keep up what he's been doing and kind of keep the momentum going, or if we're going to see a reversal here.
I mean, honestly, I think Nate's playing this really, really well right now.
I agree. Yeah.
Like I said, that it's also that familiarity with playing a character that's similar to another game they play. So this is important for people to pay attention to because you're gonna have to get used to playing a different style of Yoshimitsu. A lot of people play a little bit more wilder and go for a little bit more gimmicks, but Nate's really playing kind of like that honest Tekken style of Yoshimitsu at times.
Yeah, I agree. And this is going to be some good damage for Rob. And he opts to go for the low. Okay. Catches him on the second hit there.
More lows.
Yeah.
And Nate's not really watching his feet. I mean, it's definitely something he's going to have to pay attention to. It's going to...
All right. There's the command throw. Goes for the guaranteed damage.
Again, nice block there.
Ooh. Rob needs the follow-up there for the rest of the string.
You know what Nate hasn't been going for? He hasn't been going for that the low to the mid. I really like when he's going for it. He hasn't kind of like stopped.
Yeah, we haven't seen that. I feel like he's been using that a lot as to close out round.
Oh, yep. He mixed it up this time. I like it.
And yeah, okay. Rob is using a lot of push-out techniques, which I like. He wants his space right now. Nice block too.
I love how he got himself out of that corner just to keep space and doing it again. But unfortunately, Nate's just always on his tail. He just doesn't want to give it up. There.
A nice lethal hit from Rob. This is going to be really good damage. What's he going to opt for? Okay, goes into Serpent's Embrace, goes into the Guard Crush option. And this is probably going to get blocked. Gets sidestepped. Yeah, that was a really good bait.
Rob is definitely... I feel like Rob's definitely acknowledging that he has it now. He's like, nah, I'm not going to just throw it out there for you.
Yeah, he's like, I've seen you do this before when I've whiffed. I'm going to bait you into doing this. And you can sidestep that CE, and it's very punishable. So good on Rob for being aware of that. And... Alright. I feel like Nate's starting to get a little more hesitant with the spacing, but he is trying to go in right now.
And this is the first time he hasn't actually like tried to sidestep or anything as much. He's kind of just falling into this. I definitely feel he's trying to go for the punish.
Close. Still a plus.
Nice blocks from Rob, not getting baited by that blow. Oh, I like it. I like the roll just to get out of that bad situation.
Rob knows.
Oh, the read.
Love it.
The guess.
Yeah. So, as I expected, Rob made a lot of adjustments. Obviously, you know, having a bigger stage definitely played in his favor, so he could play a better spacing game. But the thing I love about Rob is that he's aware of not only, you know, situations to use certain moves in, but what the properties of those moves are, whether they're going to push back, whether they're going to keep his opponent in place to set up for something else, whether they're going to knock down and what he can go for after that. He's very, very smart on where he's placing certain things, and I love that. But still, you know, Nate is a force to be reckoned with, as we saw in that first game. And I expect him to, you know, make some more adjustments as well, because he's got a comeback factor of his own.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm actually looking forward to seeing who kind of takes the helm here and really pushes it to the limit to stop the other from just starting their offense, period.
Exactly. We're getting to the last game of the night on our new DLC stage. Well, actually, I don't think you need... Do you need the DLC for this? I think it's just a new stage that we get.
I think it's one of the newer stages that
you
just did.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, this is the new stage in the game. So, what a better way to end it on?
Oh, man. And already Nate just running in, just not caring, just saying, you know what, I gotta get in there, I gotta stay in there.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. Nice. Okay, Rob recognizing that he's catching him with a lot of miss, trying to catch him with that AGI, doesn't quite get it, gets stuffed out.
I like that he tried to challenge him. I felt like he had to in that situation where he was just getting pressured.
That was a good option too, because it kind of resets the neutral. But yeah, Nate's stuffing that out. And Nate is going in right now.
Nate really trying to get this win for the team. But Rob trying not to let it happen, gets the launcher right there, and that's already a good start for the damage that he needs to just close out this round. Tries to go for the symphony there.
Yeah. I'm really, one thing I'm impressed with Nate is his reflexes.
Oh, absolutely.
He's really amazing. And this is gonna hurt and probably kill? No, not quite.
We said this last time.
I'm sorry. Let me kill the curse. All right.
You got it. You're good.
All right. So Nate's still clutching that out there. And going up 2-0 in this last game. He could potentially take this right here. But Rob getting a nice kill hit. Not much off of it though. Weird spacing.
Oh yeah, Rob's going for the big stuff now. He definitely doesn't want to hold back. He has all that spacing to his advantage.
Another running K. These guys are hearing me. I love it. Rob coming right back with a perfect. It's like, I'm not going down without a fight. You're not going to phase me. It's not over yet, and I love it.
All right, go for the low again. Nate actually blocking there, trying to respect it.
And Nate just backing off.
Trying to go for more slides. I like what's going on here. He gets over here. Another one
on the ground again.
Oh wow, he really crouched?
These guys just look. The stare down, I can't. Alright, that running K got blocked.
Oh,
good
I like it.
Yeah, this is gonna splat him on the ground. Gets the Calamity Symphony. I hope this will kill.
I think he's gonna go for it again. I don't see why not. Okay.
Yeah, no, he went for the meaty mid. Good option though. And this is
no,
really...
That could have been it actually sooner for Nate for throwing that BB out.
Yeah, but Rob's still clinching that second round. We are on our last. This is gonna punish. We're on our last round of our last match of the night.
Rob not noticing when Nate actually takes space like that. He's gonna look for CE. Nice punish.
Yeah, very back and forth right now. Rob's still trying to push him out. Catches him running in. Catches with another Calamity Symphony. Gonna get the life lead on this.
May not seem like it, but that does more damage than you want it to, and it does hurt the mental because you didn't tech it.
Exactly. All right.
Okay, so charge this time.
Hey, that's unsafe actually, but
the timing wasn't that bad.
yeah, wasn't that bad. Rob definitely had the right
soul.
idea. Nice soul charge. They're using their meter, getting out of situations.
And I like what Rob's doing here. He's just like, yeah, I wait for your soul charge, and that's going to be big damage. You're probably almost dead. Okay.
It's really unsafe. Could be anybody's match here. Oh my gosh. This could go either way. And,
Okay.
Oh man.
What he did there, he was like, I'm gonna show like I'm gonna slide, and I'm not gonna slide.
Yeah.
And I'm positive that's what happened. Very
Another.
smart.
Oh my God, another match where Rob just clinched it out. But comeback. This man continues to impress me. I swear, like, I knew he was a good player, you know, coming into commentating these tournaments, but man, color me insanely impressed. But for real, I gotta give up for Nate. Amazing Yoshi, amazing gameplay, makes a lot of smart decisions, and you know, considering, you know, Ivy and the amount of space that she can control, his ability to get in and get stuff started is, you know, very impressive. So, you know, big round of applause for both gentlemen for an amazing match. Thank you guys.
Yeah,
So
I believe that's gonna be it, guys, for the 5v5 fight sessions. Very.
let's check in on chat. How you guys feeling? See a bunch of you down there. Thanks for sticking with us and coming to hang out tonight.
And it seems like Rowdy pretty much took it, but I mean, look, we'll tally it out. I think everybody won, but nonetheless, look, I gotta say these are amazing matches. I think everybody won.
I agree. Yeah, especially, you know, because it is exhibition. It's you know, not for any big trophy or anything like that. It's just an amazing opportunity to everybody to play some high level caliber. I can't talk anymore. I'm sorry. For everybody to play some high level caliber, get some amazing experience, and, you know, really get some knowledge on, you know, other players that are in the community, and really also, you know, develop this bond, you know, you have with your team, and understand how you work together, and, you know, utilize this to grow stronger all around. So yeah, everybody wins at the end of the day, regardless of what the scoreboard says.
Absolutely. And with that being said, guys, I am, of course, just one of your hosts here. I am Meza, and of course here with Sen, and we're going to be calling it a night, guys. I hope you all continue to keep playing Soul Calibur 6. And look, new characters come out ever so often, so put some time into it and keep playing.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me again. Meza, is great commentating with you. Big shout out to Fight Sessions, not only for having me back again, but for putting this entire show on for you guys. So thank you guys so much for keeping Calibur alive and giving our community a show and giving players a platform to play on. And yeah, guys, feel free to reach out to me on Facebook, Twitter. I'd love to play with everybody sometime. I'll give you a run for your money, I promise.
All right, guys, have a good night.
Have a good night, everyone.
All right.
Yeah.